Hey, Katsu, sorry
Hello.
about that. What's up? How we doing? Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. It- I'm Dar, and everyone introduce yourself so everyone knows.
Uh,
Okay,
I'm
good.
Vaden.
Good stuff.
You'll be hearing me giggle a lot tonight.
Mhm.
And who's your character you're playing tonight, Baden?
Oh God, I'm going to be the dwarf, Rogie Cavestein. I'm here to drink and help people. That's what I'm going to do.
Nice. I'm Game Grinder. I'll be playing Fade, and yeah, he's not going to be drinking. He probably wants to eat your soul. I'll be playing the one neutral evil character in this party.
Oh, good.
All right, hey, I'm Bishaban. Yeah, I'll be playing Eldrin at Greenleaf. And yeah, let's see where this goes.
So,
Yeah,
And that's
and
boy.
I'm
Tornado DTDT.
and by process of elimination, of course, I'm playing Airlil, the Paladin. We're gonna start an Elves on Tap. It's what we started last week. It was fun. It just was all
Yeah.
bugged
Yeah.
to hell. So we're
We'll
try
see
this
how it
out
goes
again.
this
Yeah, let's
time.
see how it goes. Let's see. Start the
Yeah.
campaign.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Before we start
Yeah,
the campaign, which is before he starts reading, I noticed like when I was underneath the relationship tab, you can move the slider from like basically enemy to lover basically, but there was no option to
all the
put
characters.
brother. Yeah, and I'm
Really?
like, because I'm the brother of Aerolil. I'm like, huh. I wish there was an option to put that kind of relationship, but I
From
did
another
not see
mother.
a way to do
Interesting.
so.
I'll have to check that.
Let me see.
Let's see.
Fade and
Yeah,
then
because you
neutral.
can take me down at the bottom, but
I mean,
when there's just a slider there, there's like
oh,
neutral to hostile, but there's not an
best
option to put
friend.
like familial relationship status. If
I
with
mean,
another
Gotcha.
character.
wouldn't be partner. I guess would it be like we're
I
trying to
thought
make
if I
out?
slided it enough that there might be family if you go super. But hey, family, you don't have to be super friendly with your family. Just saying.
Hello.
Yeah, right now it doesn't list anyone for me, so that's interesting.
I mean, maybe it's already on the roadmap. Who knows?
Welcome
Yeah, we'll
to
see.
the welcome to the forgotten ancestral realms. I'm your host.
I love that you're like, you're friendly with me, and I slid that thing like to the left.
All right, I'm going to do best friend. I guess is relationship.
In his mind, he's like, he's my best friend. I'm like, I want to kill him.
Yeah, but that's the best part. Like my
Let's
slider's
see.
all the
So
way to
can
the
I
right. Yours is all the way to the
add
left.
Air Lil? Oh yeah, okay. So I can add. Let's
Yep,
see.
you can add people as I didn't know if we're complete. I'm assuming we're strangers, but if we're going with the same historical between Arlo and Fade, we're brothers. I think are we blood brothers? Or are we brothers from different mothers?
No,
I can't remember.
we're blood brothers. We're blood brothers.
Okay, that's right. Sorry, it's been a while, so I don't know.
We could always
That's still my brother.
we could always explain like out the ears and stuff like
Oh yeah. I mean, but right now we're here to just play some things.
Yeah. You know what though?
Yeah, we're
One thing I will
screwing
notice.
around.
One thing I will notice is, well, first of all, the ranger's on the roof, which is fine. That's okay. But
I mean, I'm just a sharp eye, just social distancing.
yeah, 6 feet apart.
Where am I'm probably like in that.
Oh, you're way
corner
down
there.
Scroll out. Yeah,
I see it.
Out. You're way
I'm
there.
just like slumped in the wall, probably sobering up. There we go. That's what it is.
Right.
What I will say is this generation looks a lot more like a tavern, actually.
Yeah.
Like the last one,
Yeah,
the last one
it does.
didn't look. Although
I didn't even
sure,
notice the one last time.
it was weird. It had a bar. This one doesn't have a bar. I could always redo it.
Don's like, I'm out.
Song of Destiny.
Let's find another tavern. Re-roll the generation of POI. There's no bar here.
I think I can actually redo it if I want to.
Can you replay the voice lines? Does that work that way?
I haven't done it yet.
I think so.
Let's go.
Yeah, he hasn't.
You haven't
audio yet.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
No, it's all good.
In the Forgotten Realms,
because I was reading it, was like, oh yeah, it does do good intro talk.
Woven with the blood of gods, the dreams of mortals, and the lingering scars of 1,000 wars. Faerun is no stranger to heroes and horrors. In its cities, power is bartered in shadows. In its wilds, legends walk as beasts and blades. To step into this world is to gamble with fate, to wield your will like a torch in the dark, and to learn that sometimes the song of destiny is a dirge. Tonight, in the heart of Baldur's Gate's lower city, the Elf Song Tavern breathes with the scent of spilled ale and whispered secrets. Lantern light dances across weathered wood and steel, and above it all drifts the mournful voice of an unseen elf, her haunting melody tugging at memory and soul alike. Among the crowd of mercenaries, spies, and vagabonds sits a tiefling woman, her crimson skin catching the firelight, silver hair curling like smoke around her ruined robes. Her golden eyes scan the room, not for danger, but for purpose. She is waiting. For what, she does not know, only that the winds of fate are shifting and the night is far from quiet.
Raji is already going. He's ready. He's ready. Fran, no, what have you done?
Breaking the fifth wall.
The mournful elf song continues to drift through the elf song tavern, a melancholic counterpoint
Nix,
to the
how are ya?
boisterous chatter.
And Moms.
Even as Fade's dark
Mom's
thoughts
getting
echo
cat
within his
boys?
mind,
Oh, I don't
the
know.
tavern's patrons remain oblivious,
And Ost,
lost
how are
in
ya?
their own conversations and drinks. However, Rafina Nearbloom, the tiefling sorcerer,
Fina is apparently level 5 tiefling sorcerer.
Subtly in her seat. Her golden eyes, which had been idly scanning the room, now linger on Fade for a moment longer than on anyone else. There's no recognition, no overt reaction, but a faint flicker of something akin to curiosity, or perhaps a shared understanding of shadows, crosses her face. She takes a slow sip from her tankard, her gaze returning to the swirling patterns in the ale, but her posture remains subtly attuned to your presence. The air around her seems to hum with a quiet, waiting energy.
Oh, you got attention, Fade. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Might have daddy issues.
Hey, what about Fade? He's hot.
Did you well, you haven't typed anything yet.
Yeah, Bish, your speakers are coming through your mic.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Muted. Huh.
Hey, the reverb effect is nice. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know, it's like echoing to a hall at a tavern. He's pretty good.
Whatever you got for AI generation is fast and cool.
And this
Whatever
is the
you're
most
running. I mean,
fucking generic ranger I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
You got to tell it to make it look rough.
Like this
Otherwise,
is like
you're right. That is the generic kind of face.
This is Shutter Shack level right here. I can't say much else though about mine. Mine's kind of generic too. That's Airlil. He's a paladin and the brother of Fade.
It's such a pretty boy.
Yeah, he's
That's
beautiful.
a pretty boy.
He's so gorgeous. Just like me. Not really.
Did you see my beard mace?
I don't know, Nix. I can't speak for the devs. Should be around later. And we can ask them, which would be good to have, right? Gifting stuff is fun. By the way, what did it say to you? Hold on. Raji belches himself awake. Hold on, let's see if he reads it.
Roger belches himself.
Yeah, I don't know why it put mine and it responded to it. Did you click continue or did you click auto?
I think I hit continue.
Right, yeah, right now it looks like
if you hit continue, then he might respond back to Roji, I think.
Thinks she likes you.
Here, we'll get continue here.
What's interesting though is why is Raji talking?
Because he hit the play button.
Because I typed.
Oh, you typed that out. Okay, good.
Yeah, I've been typing stuff. I'm giving input.
I'm making sure friends wouldn't do that again.
A few nearby conversations. Several heads turn, mostly with annoyed or curious expressions, to see who is yelling. The melancholic song, however, continues its haunting melody, seemingly unaffected by the sudden outburst. Rafina Nearbloom, who had just returned her gaze to her tankard, visibly stiffens at Rogi's words. Her crimson skin seems to deepen in colour, and her golden eyes snap up, not towards Fade, but towards Rogi with a mix of surprise and a sharp, almost defensive glare. She doesn't speak, but her horns seem to prickle slightly, and she subtly shifts her weight, as if preparing to either rise or dismiss the comment entirely. Fade, what do you do in response to Rogi's loud declaration?
Roll an intimidation check. I wish he would ask you like do more skill checks, kind of like rolls
across the tavern towards Rogi. a clear, unspoken rebuke that hangs
It
improved.
between them. The boisterous
It looks
wolf,
like
oblivious
it
or
answered.
uncaring,
Oh no, okay.
seems to shrink not one whit
typed that
under
in,
the
I'm sorry.
intensity
Hey,
of the
Stephanie.
stare.
I've heard you're a really good
Rafina
map
Nearbloom,
maker, by the
however,
way, or
catches the
campaign
interaction.
world builder.
Her sharp, defensive glare at Rogi softens slightly as her golden eyes flick to Fade, observing his silent, stern reaction. A flicker of something unreadable crosses her face, perhaps acknowledgement, perhaps a hint of understanding. She doesn't relax
Okay, so it's
entirely,
copying that again.
but the tension
I'm gonna
in
try
her
that
posture
sometime,
eases,
Steph.
and she turns her attention back to her tankard, though her movements are still deliberate, her awareness of the two of you palpable. The brief ripple of attention across the tavern subsides as quickly as it arose. Patrons return to their drinks and hushed conversations, the clatter of tankards and the murmur of voices once again filling the space. Above it all, the ethereal, sorrowful voice of the unseen elf continues its timeless lament, weaving through the elf song tavern like a thread of pure melancholy. The air remains thick with the scent of ale and old wood, but a subtle undercurrent of something new, something waiting, has settled in the wake of Rogi's outburst.
Just to get it out of the way.
Erlil bursts through the doors that lead to the bathroom, walking
So
up towards Fade. I wouldn't go in there if I were you, brother. Dark arts were at foot far worse than what you can do.
Audible hopes you've enjoyed this program.
You named me a more generic voice for a more generic looking face. It's amazing. Whew.
Francis is like, what the hell?
Roger Mutter stoi himself imrig dandy knowy.
What am I doing with these chuckle
He's
fucks?
gonna say to him, yeah, okay, cool. The elf at the bar. Please interact with my
Doors leading
character.
to the small, unassuming latrine on the western
Ooh,
side of
okay.
the Elf Song Tavern burst open with a sudden, jarring
Hey,
thud.
Bags, how are you?
Aelil,
And
a
Death.
striking figure even in the dim
Hi, all you guys. Welcome.
strides out, his long silver hair flowing behind him, his plate armor glinting. His voice, naturally booming, carries clearly across the tavern's main floor, cutting through the lingering elf song as he advances towards where Fade is seated.
I wouldn't go in there if I were you, brother. Dark
Jeez,
arts were
that
at foot far
voice.
worse than what you can do.
His declaration causes a few more heads to turn, some patrons exchanging bewildered glances.
I really need to clone
Rafina
my voice in
Nearbloom,
this.
whose attention was just settling back on her drink, looks up sharply once more, her golden eyes following Aelil's dramatic entrance. The mention of dark arts seems to catch her ear, and her expression shifts from mild annoyance to a
Hi,
subtle,
Zelda.
almost
How are ya?
academic interest.
Hey, you.
From his slumped position against the southern wall, Rogi Cavestein barely stirs, a low murmur escaping his lips.
Damn right.
Fade, near the center of the room, lets out a quiet sigh, a sound of weary resignation amidst the unfolding scene. The melancholic elf song continues its haunting melody, an unyielding backdrop to the tavern's unfolding drama.
Ooh, a roll. And success. I realized he had
Fade's
Taco
silence
Bell.
yeah.
is
Sorry.
imperceptible
Steph,
amidst the
forgot
tavern's
about-
din, yet his mind is sharp. As Aelil strides forth,
You might want to pin that,
declaring the
Dar.
presence of dark arts in the latrine, Fade's keen insight immediately processes the words.
Still getting the sound
He
feedback,
recognizes the genuine alarm in his brother's tone, the true
my
conviction that
line?
something
Yeah.
unsettling
Like
transpired
watch
within
your
that
Discord
small room.
thing.
Yet,
Watch your Discord
beneath
circle.
that genuine concern, Fade also detects a familiar, subtle
Well,
jab
you got stuff in
directed
Discord.
squarely at him.
Yeah.
That's weird,
The
though.
implication that whatever dark energies were at play were indeed.
I also
far
don't want you to
worse
like not be able to
than
talk
even his
like
own
easily though.
forbidden
So don't worry about
practices.
muting yourself like
It's
fully.
a
You know,
typical brotherly slight.
we can
laced
deal with
with
it. I'd
Sure.
rather be able. I'd rather
even
be
as it
able to talk.
delivers a
You
legitimate
can when
warning.
you want to, and not have to worry about
The air
messing
around
a
the
button.
bathroom door still seems to hum with a faint, almost
We'll figure it out for
imperceptible
the next one.
wrongness. A lingering
Yeah,
chill.
I mean, I'm just using my
belies the
earpods.
tavern's
That's
warmth.
yeah. I don't know. That's super
Rafina
weird.
Nearbloom,
Yeah, that's weird for
observing
AirPods.
Aelil's dramatic entrance and his words, narrows her golden eyes. Her gaze flickers between Aelil and the now open bathroom door.
So,
Thoughtful,
what's this girl's
almost
deal?
calculating expression
He's
settling on
really
her face.
scanning us, guys.
She appears to be weighing the
Did he eat
implications of
corn?
Aelil's statement, her interest piqued by the mention of dark arts.
Inside
What
check.
does Fade do now? having discerned the true nature of Aelil's warning.
I think that we should probably go talk to her at some point. Otherwise, I think this friend is going to just drag us over there.
No, Fade. It's asking you. What do we do about my shit I just
know.
took?
Now, what do I do about the warning, or what do I do about? I mean, you have some problems. You just need to change your diet, probably. But I don't think you need to know
Not
that.
enough fiber on the road. Well, Fade, it's asking you. What do you want to do about my booty?
Did you sit down at my table when you walked in, or you just kind of?
I came over to you, so I'm kind of standing there.
Okay, I didn't know, so because I thought it would start like there's something in the notes where you said if you would move toward a character, it would actually move your token on the map.
Greenleaf's question, loud enough to cut through the tavern's renewed hum, draws Rafina near his attention fully. Her golden eyes, which had been fixed on the bathroom door,
I will
now
say
snapped
that
to the human ranger.
Friends,
she
is such an eloquently bullshitting mother lover.
A flicker of concern.
A perfect straight
Her hand rests on
Daddy.
the simple wooden staff leaning
Hey,
beside
thanks
the
for the
chair,
sub,
though she
Asta.
doesn't grasp
Appreciate it.
fully. She hesitates for a moment,
kind.
then pushes her tankard slightly aside
There's
on
like
the table.
4 words and we get like
Rafina murmurs, her voice a low,
it's like 4 words and all of a sudden there's like 2 paragraphs.
Across the shore.
Amazing.
The
Amazing.
gaze shifts from Eldrin to the
It'll move things
Thank you for the
along,
follow,
that's
Dub.
for sure.
a thoughtful frown creasing her brow.
But perhaps not the most suitable for a confined space, especially if the dark arts Airlil mentioned are still lingering. One wouldn't want to ignite something unintended.
She looks back at Eldrin, her golden eyes serious.
What exactly did you encounter in there, Airlil? What kind of dark arts are we speaking of?
Her last question is directed towards Aelil. Her
What
interest
does number
clearly
2 work
piqued.
for?
Oh shit. Sorry. Should be.
God, was it Rafina? Try that.
I noticed
goes
it's not
anywhere.
reading my voice lines.
I don't know if we need to turn that on, if it's like a toggle. I think, yeah. Oh no, that's Mike. So that's not the button.
Oh,
No.
man. No, like enter. Why did you? Am I said 3 times?
GM automatically continues after player messages. GM waits for you to trigger continuation.
Rogie Cavestone, with his wild red hair and braided beard, ambles across the tavern's main floor, cutting through the sparse crowd. He slumps into a chair at Fade's table, settling his bulky frame with a sigh that seems to
That's a
echo
lot
the
of stuff
song.
it just processed.
Rogie mutters, his voice a low rumble. Rogie's
I
attention
mean, I'm
is
actually
momently
honestly
drawn
impressed
back
right
to
now.
Aelil, who is still
I know,
standing
right?
near the
Mhm,
bathroom
mhm.
entrance. Aelil, who had been about to respond to Rafina's question, stiffens. His silver hair
for the
seems
follow,
to
Steph.
bristle slightly as he turns his head. His gaze
I think it just
shifting
spoke
from
for you, though,
Rafina's
yeah.
serious expression to
We got it to do it
Rogie's
again.
Oh yeah, we got
irreverent
him.
posture.
We got him.
Silence dwarf.
Boom.
No jest.
I gotta change this voice,
Aelil
dude.
booms, his voice
Goblin,
carrying the
follow.
full weight of his
It's
paladin
bothering you,
conviction,
isn't it?
momentarily
Yeah, I got to.
silencing the tavern's murmurs. He then turns back to Rafina, his expression grim.
The air in there, it felt wrong, like a taint. Not merely a foul odor, but a lingering presence of
Taint's all right.
something residual.
Guys, the quest is going to be in the bathroom.
Vaguely towards the open latrine door, a troubled look on his face.
The whole of
Rafina's
glory.
crimson skin.
We're going to have to exercise our little
Her
shit.
golden eyes narrowing as she takes in
Jesus.
Aelil's earnest words, completely ignoring.
I wasn't
Rogie's
even
crass
trying,
interjection.
man.
Her hand,
Like that's the
resting
thing.
on
Like I
staff,
wasn't even
now
trying.
tightens slightly around
You
her.
just,
Somehow.
you're just going
Eldrin
off the
Greenleaf,
cuff.
from his position,
Alara.
Oh,
Alright.
it's incredible.
leans forward slightly, his attention fully captured by the unfolding
Alara,
conversation.
you've got to wait a moment.
Fade's dark eyes
My
sweep
shit was
across
haunted.
the tavern, dismissing most of the patrons with a flicker of
Holy.
disinterest until his gaze settles on Rafina Nearbloom, who remains seated a short
Yeah, I gotta
distance
change it.
away,
I just gotta.
her
I gotta
golden
get a
eyes
minute
still
to do it.
fixed on the
And
bathroom
I'm
door.
reading the chat. I'm just trying not to talk over the France and his amazing ability to just bullshit out. Like I wish I
I
could
know,
have had
right?
him. I wish I could have had him want to do book reports because they're amazing.
He does summarize things very well, narrates things very well. Yeah.
All right, so let's see what happens when he realizes that it was a metaphor for taking a dump.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can course correct it.
Maybe. We'll find out.
Afternoon, Myrtle 10.
Oh,
Elfstone
Jesus.
Tavern main floor. Aelil's booming voice
you
echoes
pissed
through the
her off.
tavern once more, but this time the words are far from the grave pronouncements he'd made moments before. Thud. Raphina
you pissed her off.
which had been gripping her staff with a sorcerous intensity, relaxes.
Somehow that made it worse.
But the wooden shaft makes
Oh
a soft
God, now
thud
she's
against
hotter.
the floor as she lets it lean
angry
more casually.
too.
Her crimson skin, which had been subtly deepening in hue, seems to pale just a fraction. Her golden eyes, wide with focused concern, narrow slowly, first in confusion, then in a dawning, almost incredulous annoyance. She stares for a long moment, her expression utterly flat, as if struggling to reconcile the earlier dramatic pronouncements with this crude, anticlimactic revelation. A sigh, long and slow, escapes her lips. It's not a sigh of relief, but one of profound exasperation. She glances briefly at Rogi, then back to the spot where Aelil was speaking.
A metaphor.
Raphina repeats, her voice a low, dry murmur, devoid of its earlier melodic quality. Her gaze holds a mixture of disbelief and a weary acknowledgement of the sheer absurdity of the situation. She pushes her tankard of ale a bit further away, as if the entire exchange has left a bad taste in her mouth. Her shoulders slump ever so slightly. Her eyes then drift across the room, catching Fade's gaze. A faint, almost imperceptible shift occurs in her demeanor, the annoyance softening into something more neutral, perhaps even a hint of polite inquiry. She raises an eyebrow, a silent invitation for Fade to continue his thought or approach.
I gotta say, I am very impressed with that twist there.
Yeah, as bonkers
like it's a good response. It's just a good way of handling something incredibly goofy, you know.
It just doesn't.
It's very over the top, but I love it.
Friends does not understand sarcasm yet. Or joking.
No.
Excuse me.
Or that's part of this person's character. I don't know exactly how that be. Let's see here.
Don't mind me. I'm nibbling on a burger. I haven't eaten yet today at all.
Oh.
How dare you?
I'll do it like a squirrel. No, you got to pay for the OnlyFans, actually, for that one.
Ooh, this one moved me over to her. See, that one did. That one worked. Maybe since they use the word move.
I told him that.
Rogi's boisterous comment hangs in the air, a final punctuation mark to Aelil's anticlimactic confession. Aelil, still near the latrine door, simply shakes his
head, hanging by the bathroom, buddy.
A hint of a flush rising on his face as he processes the dwarf's words. Eldrin Greenleaf, observing from his northern vantage point, lets out a quiet sigh, the tension he'd held easing from his shoulders. Then, with a faint swirl of dark, almost shadow-like feathers, Fade vanishes from his chair at the table across the room. A breath later, a similar, though perhaps more subtle ripple of displaced air occurs next to Raphina Nearbloom. He reappears, his dark robe and hood a stark contrast to the warm, flickering firelight of the tavern. Raphina, who had just offered a polite, silent invitation with a raised eyebrow, flinches slightly at the sudden.
Well, I think it's trying to process like
golden eyes
what the input we're providing, like
eyes passing through them
it's and so it's like narrating what we do, kind of, which would be a thing a GM does, you know.
The newly arrived wizard. Her hand
I also put it in my
now rests still on the table,
notes of the item I created.
The subtle hum of the tavern's conversations seems to momentarily falter around their immediate vicinity before resuming.
Neat.
Remind me, I'll be changing my voice.
I should have ended it with a one-liner, but you know that's cheesy. That ain't Fate style.
Fade to black.
Oh, right.
All right, I got to go back up this list. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Everything else.
Are you?
Yeah,
Are you really?
I hit that. I thought it was going to be like a person of that race, but speaking English. Like, no, it's like straight up like, okay, this person's speaking Japanese, or they're speaking Chinese, or simplified, or Korean.
Fox
like,
jumps over the lazy dog.
I can't use that. That will confuse people.
Up top two.
The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
God, no.
The quick
Yep,
brown
someone's
fox jumps
Still
over the
coming
lazy
through.
dog.
Hold on, I'm just listening to voices.
The
real
quick
quick.
brown fox jumps over the lazy dog.
Oh, that's why I'm hearing it. Okay, because it's coming from your stream.
You can hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Quick
I can
brown
hear
fox jumps over the
Well,
lazy.
you should be able to hear it on the stream. That's not the problem.
Well, I mean, I have the stream muted.
Yeah.
The quick brown fox
it's
jumps
audio
over
is
the
coming
lazy
through
dog.
Discord audio.
Don't even worry about it. Keep it moving, buddy.
I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not finding much
You
stuff.
worry about that.
The quick brown fox jumps over
Just
the
couldn't
lazy
handle
Adam
the
is
sound of
used
your own
everywhere
voice.
on TikTok.
Okay.
The quick brown fox jumps
All
over the
right,
lazy
so
dog.
Ro-
I have it. I got it. We're good now.
It seems like it's trying to focus on me because Rogi did say something, but it's not picking it up. So I guess I'll just
because I'm
continue
not
the
saying
conversation.
anything of consequence for sure. I'm
Yeah.
just throwing in
No,
random chatter.
now it's picking it up.
No,
So now
because
maybe we'll pull you in.
I have it on manual mode, so I have to continue sometimes.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
really prompted. Here's, I want you to move on now.
I think that's only for
Got
me,
it.
though. I think it's only for me.
Floor. Rafina's golden eyes, which had just begun to settle on Fade.
Oh,
Just about,
it's
man.
changed time.
The sound of
What
his
the hell,
question.
man?
Changed
Her
time
brow
on us.
furrows slightly, a hint of the earlier exasperation lingering in her expression. She takes a moment, her gaze sweeping over the dwarf's boisterous form, as if weighing her words. A faint, almost imperceptible tightening occurs in her jaw, a subtle clench of her fist resting on the table beside her staff.
My concern, dwarf.
Rafina begins, her voice regaining a touch of its natural
Franz has
melodic
got to
quality,
work on his
though it's
improv
tempered by a
abilities for
newfound
voices, though.
seriousness.
Yeah, it's fine.
Stems from a deeply personal understanding of how dark magic can twist and taint. It leaves behind more than just a foul scent, you see. It leaves scars, echoes of its presence that linger long after the initial act.
Now click File,
She
Open
pauses,
New
her
Folder.
gaze momentarily drifting
Microsoft
towards
Excel
the
will
bathroom
open
door
up.
again, her expression somber. Her eyes then return to Rogi, holding his gaze with an intensity that belies her earlier annoyance.
Mix
I
this
am
up.
sensitive to such things, to the remnants of infernal power, to the disruption in the weave that truly dark arts can cause. What Erlil described, however, was merely a pungent, if unfortunate, reality.
She offers a small, wry smile, then glances towards Fade, acknowledging his sudden appearance with a slight nod.
And you, Master Fade, you appeared quite suddenly. Was there something you wished to discuss?
Okay.
I don't know why I did that. She's just
We're providing flavor.
it's just gonna be like 5 paragraphs about a toilet now.
You are now, you're typecasted now.
Yeah, because we are giving it the only thing we're giving the Franz to go off is the shitter.
I have
Way to train the AI.
I have
Afternoon,
100 memories,
Elfsong
and like
Tavern
50
main
of them
floor.
are like about me
Rafina's
as
lips
Erlil
press
taking a
into
shit.
thin line, her golden
In
eyes briefly
France right
flicking
now.
back to Aelil as he makes his rather crude, if accurate, assessment of the toilet's fate. She lets out another
Rafina's gonna
soft
hate
sigh,
me by the end of
a
this.
sound that speaks of a profound weariness with the current turn of conversation.
Oh, wow.
Her gaze then settles on Fade, who has appeared beside her. She offers him a small, almost apologetic smile, as if to acknowledge the chaotic nature of the party she finds herself amidst.
Indeed.
Rafina murmurs, her voice low enough that it's likely only Fade and Rogi can hear it over the general tavern din. She gestures
There's a
vaguely
lot of
towards the
worlds,
bathroom
Fade.
with a
It's
slight
very cool.
tilt of
It
her
only
head.
has 5e.
Though I admit the dramatic buildup was considerable for such an outcome, one might have expected a demonic manifestation, perhaps a minor imp rather than that.
She shakes her head slowly, a hint of amusement finally breaking
Oh,
through
thank
her
God.
earlier
I got to
exasperation.
her. That charisma
Her gaze
15,
lingers on
14.
Fade, a genuine
We made it.
curiosity in her golden eyes.
Yeah, it was only
But
5e right
enough
now, but
of
later
the
on they're going to
latrine's
be
woes.
more
You seem to be
rule sets in
contemplating
there.
something
They can
important
still do
earlier,
Cyberpunk and all
Master
that crap.
Fade.
Just
Before
use
the
5e.
unfortunate revelation, did you wish to speak of it?
She leans forward slightly, her posture inviting, her attention now fully on the wizard beside her. Afternoon, Myrtle 10.
I was accepting your
Elfsong Tavern
unspoken
main
invitation.
floor.
Is there
Alright.
something?
Rafina's gaze softens slightly as Fade speaks, a faint, almost imperceptible smile touching her lips. She appreciates his directness after the tavern's recent chaos. Her
Which we
eyes,
caused.
still holding that golden luminescence, meet his. She glances briefly at
We gotta
Rogi
move
and
this on.
Aelil, who are still engaged in their
Mhm.
own boisterous exchange, before returning her full attention to
We gotta
Fade.
go find work.
No, Master Fade, I wouldn't say
That's
I
what I was
need
trying to
anything
do.
in particular.
Rafina
Yeah, I thought
claps,
she had
her
something for
voice
us.
a
That's why I was
low,
trying
thoughtful
to
murmur.
prompt her,
But
but
I did
apparently she just
observe
wants
you
to talk.
earlier. You
Brother,
seemed
I think she likes
contemplative.
you.
And given the nature of the
Mhm.
conversation that unfolded, it struck me that you might have insights beyond the crude humor of our current companions.
She leans in a little closer, her voice dropping to a near whisper, ensuring their conversation
she wants
pretty
you
cool
bad.
tech,
amidst
man.
the
It's just going
tavern's
to keep
din.
getting better and better.
Her
They're pretty
hand,
quick
Yeah,
about their
that's
being
updates.
rested
cool.
on the table,
Like
now
every week
gently
and a half,
touches
they
the
usually have an
hilt of her
update.
staff, her fingers tracing the smooth wood.
Going backwards when I
My
was looking it up.
sensitivity to the weave and to certain resonances within it is quite acute. When Airlil spoke of the dark arts emanating from the latrine, my initial concern was genuine.
Okay.
Not for the smell, obviously, but for the implications.
She pauses, her golden eyes searching his.
You, however, seem to discern something else. A weariness, perhaps, an understanding that goes beyond the surface. I am curious, Master Fade, what did you truly perceive?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and brush past the whole
She wants
latrine
to
arc.
fuck you.
He wants the arc
Yeah.
of the latrine.
Why don't she respond to this, Grundy, so you can kind of be our move along point.
Got it. Since it seems to be, it's kind of because she must have something to do with dark arts, or that's something to do with the quest line. So she goes latch onto that. Okay. All right.
Screw up a social accident.
Fate, what's kind of cool is like there's another AI called character.ai, and I literally read as Airlil like 2 lines, and it cloned my entire voice. And even when it's like it's messaging me, it's like, "Hey, I was thinking about something," and it's like it even does like good enunciation and emotiveness in the voice. It's like it's pretty fucking weird. I saved my own voice in case I get hit by a bus. You know, people can still listen to me.
You are immortalized.
Yeah.
In the cloud.
I can't upload my consciousness yet, but you know.
No.
Maybe I could be an Alexa voice later on. Yeah.
Oh, Fade Stipend. Yep.
He's working
I'm
that.
trying to
Take your time. I ain't no rush.
Yeah, it's all good.
Listen, a little downtime's good because I've not been best about chat because I'm letting Franz read out all of his stuff. So. Now, the one thing I did notice when I was playing this though is if I had items, or I try to, even if I go like to the workshop, like add item from workshop, it doesn't give me anything, and I think it's maybe trying to pull from my workshop, but I don't.
Yeah.
It would be really good if it actually pulled from the workshop in general.
Yeah.
Unless I'm wrong. Am I wrong?
If you just want to like pull
I know SRD. I know
D&D stuff,
SRD.
yeah. Okay.
I
Yeah.
know SRD. I know it's got all this stuff, and it's a little limited sometimes. Like if you go like for looking for mail, it's like there's not a lot. Last I looked, it could have been updated. I haven't looked recently, but I'm saying like with all the, it would be amazing to like be able to search all the workshop, everybody's workshop, and like, oh, I want to use this item in this game. As long as like down the line, you might have to have like I guess like rule set restrictions and shit, but that's all right. I have to make a new drink here in a minute.
Afternoon, Myrtle 10.
Oh yeah.
Elfsong Tavern.
I make a drink as that happens.
Oh, you're just making things happen. Okay.
Then Airlil.
Yeah, I think when I type, I think it's set to auto. I can set it to manual, like Dars is, so it stops.
Taking in each
the manual
I thought I was moving things along.
Voice changer, good idea, Fade. Voice change fading into me.
More profound
good idea.
curiosity.
Do we AI my face in there?
The casual, almost
Maiden can be
gossipy
me
air for
fully.
adopted moments before vanishes,
That's not
replaced
creepy.
by a focused intensity. She considers his words, senses the
Brains.
disturbance, allowing them to hang in the air for a moment before
Yeah, that's
she
a real
speaks.
weird thought.
Her voice, when it comes, is no longer a whisper.
You got to do
but
better
a
than I've
clear,
been.
melodic
I'll be
tone,
real.
though still kept low enough for their immediate group.
A disturbance, you say?
In the pulse.
Rafina repeats, her brow furrowing slightly in
Oh,
thought.
shit.
She casts a quick, assessing glance at the general boisterousness of the tavern, as if weighing Fade's words against the mundane chaos around them.
No.
That is intriguing. My own
I
sense
can't
of
remember if there was an
really
overall,
lie. What
overall
sort of
quest
disturbance
like
did
that
you
we were
perceive,
brought here
Master
for. Or
Fade?
we
And
just
what precisely?
No, we're
mentioned
here
it
to
at the very
start the
beginning?
quest. Whatever we do.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Very
I
established.
sense a disturbance. I'm like, yeah, okay,
Her
what kind of
hand
disturbance?
moves from her staff to rest
The
lightly on
dark
table.
kind?
Her posture one
Yeah.
of open
Well, I mean,
inquiry.
like, it's just responding logically there. Like, you say there's a
Waiting for his
disturbance.
elaboration.
So now it's
The heart
like,
of the
well,
tavern
okay, what
continues around.
disturbance? You're telling me there's
Oh, well,
a
now I'm gonna flip it back on her.
Okay. I mean, you gotta get engaged, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back in 1 more minute. I know Grindy's got it.
He's got it. He's trying. He's trying. I can nudge it along too if you want. I mean,
Ooh, we'll go a minute. What is?
yeah. You trying to provide kind of the input there for it to seize on. It's expecting us players to be somewhat self-motivated.
Mm-hmm. You will answer this question. And we'll just throw in some Dark Soul stuff with it.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
Afternoon, Myrtle 10, Elfsong Tavern main floor.
Well, we're still on the same day.
Golden eyes gleam with a sudden, intense focus at Fade's question. The corners of her lips lift in a faint, almost imperceptible smile.
She loves her little smiley smiles.
Yes, she does.
Genuine appreciation for his intuitive understanding of her abilities. She leans in slightly, her voice dropping to a low, resonant tone, as if sharing a secret.
My soul, Master Fade, is indeed quite attuned to such matters.
Rafina affirms, her gaze unwavering. She pauses, her eyes briefly flicking towards the common room, as if confirming their privacy.
What I perceived, even before the unfortunate incident in the latrine, was a lingering sense of unease, not the chaotic residue of raw, untamed magic, nor
Let
the
it
sharp,
go,
aggressive
woman,
tongue
let
of
it
overt
go.
evil. Rather, it felt like a deep-seated corruption.
She brings her hand up, lightly touching her temple, as if sifting through the sensations.
It's subtle, almost buried beneath the mundane hum of the city. A pervasive, cold dread like the slow creep of decay rather than a sudden, violent burst. It speaks of something that has been festering, perhaps for some time, growing in the shadows. It doesn't scream of direct infernal influence, not in the way I'm accustomed to, but it has a similar weight.
Rafina's jaw
I can
tightens
make too
almost
many out of that.
imperceptibly.
Yeah, I know. And then I just typed something. So it's going to seize onto it again. I cannot stop.
Her expression now serious.
They couldn't. The first hour was literally them talking about shit.
Disturbance. Mine, or rather my soul, feels a sense.
Congratulations.
Are these connected, do you think, or are we simply experiencing the usual unpleasantries of a large, bustling city?
She raises an eyebrow, inviting his perspective.
And Katsu, you're David, right? Just so I'm making sure I know who's who here. Excuse me. Excuse me. I know you're working on the memory stuff.
Yeah, he's
Will. Oh my God. Damn it.
Fired.
Well, it was good. It was good while it lasted.
It was a good run.
Hold on.
Rogi starts snickering when a ars violent burst.
I don't think that was English.
What?
Hold on.
Begin
caravan. Periwinkle blue.
Burst.
One more time.
Rogi starts nikering when ars violent burst.
Oh no, that was English. That was just hard. Got it.
Yeah, that's
All right. Let's see here. Get on in there, Green.
There you go. There you go, Rogi. See if that knocks her loose out of this reverie of. I'm like, otherwise you're like, dude, get a room.
Get on there. Get on in there,
That might be
Eldrin.
the adventure. Fade goes on a date.
Rogi's snickering at violent burst.
Friends, how good are you at romance?
Sharp glance from Rafina.
Especially a
golden
necromancer.
Eyes narrowing for a fraction of a second before she dismisses it. Her focus too deep on the conversation with Fade. However, when
there's
Rogi's
only one
voice
thing not
booms
dead
across
on
the
me right
table,
now.
interrupting their hushed
You
exchange,
don't like me.
Rafina flinches slightly, her shoulders tensing. She turns her head slowly towards Rogi, her expression a mix of surprise and mild annoyance. She lets out a soft, exasperated sigh, her gaze flicking between Rogi's boisterous demeanor and Fade's more reserved presence.
Master Cavestein.
Rafina begins, her voice a touch cooler than before, though still polite. She casts a quick, almost imperceptible glance towards Fade, a hint of apology in her eyes for the interruption.
While I appreciate your directness, we were discussing matters of a more delicate nature.
She then turns her full attention back to Rogi, a pragmatic glint entering her golden eyes.
As for work, the adventuring kind, Baldur's Gate is rarely short of it. The lower city particularly always has its share of shadows that need illuminating or problems that require a stronger hand than the Flaming Fist cares to offer. I've heard whispers, of course, but nothing concrete that I'd recommend without knowing more of your capabilities.
She then shifts her gaze back to Fade, her brow slightly furrowed, clearly wishing to return to their prior, more serious discussion.
But to return to our previous topic,
You got her hot, dude.
You sensed a disturbance.
I tried.
And my soul perceives.
You're going to have to make up. You are going to have to make up the plot line now.
Bustling city.
What's the disturbance? What is it, dude?
I wish I had a side chat where I could put
Fade,
gifs
what do you
in,
say?
you know?
I know, right? It's
like, you know,
right, well,
like
they're
a gift
there.
box over here where I can just like make gifs of what she says.
Yeah, because that's all you fuckers do.
Hey, we, you know, it's entertaining.
Hey, Beesh, jump in there and jump in there and take over, Beesh.
Now see if
Get in there. Wiggle your ass in there. Wiggle your ass in there.
I'll lure her outside if this doesn't, you know, get us anywhere.
Let me catch up on my reading here.
Well, also try the word, Eldrin moves over to the table or moves over to Rafina so that your token, because otherwise it thinks you're too far away to be interacting in a conversation.
Move your token on there yourself.
Right now you like, I was also wanted to see that it picks it up and moves the token like it did before.
You just want to see it move.
I do. It's cool.
Faith, there is like a players only section, but I'll be real with you. I would almost say that having, since you have all this space, like you got a lot of dead space right now, I'm not sure what Will's gonna be doing with it, but it'd almost be good just to have another tab or another chat that is for players only, and just break down completely where it's just right on the sides. You don't have to worry about it.
Drawn by the hushed intensity of Fade and Rafina's
also hovering over the light bulb, die, and wand. Knowing what those things are before clicking on them would be useful, like a pop-up.
Yeah. A tool tab.
I'm like, what is this going to do if I click on it? I think it's like, it gives you an idea or throws a random statement and then an adjustment. I assume that's what it does, but I don't know. I didn't click on it yet.
Before her gaze returns to Fade.
I do like the light bulb thing, though. In fact, if I click that...
Clearly awaiting his answer to her probing
question.
Do? About the perceived.
It gives you some suggestions for things.
Maybe that can help me how I can get the hell out of this.
Softly once more, her voice carrying an undertone of earnest inquiry.
Well, she did want to see your capabilities, and one of them is to assess the other's usefulness to my goals, inquire about the sickness symptoms, observe the tapestry's potential benefits. I don't know what the last one means.
She wants your dick, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
she's just all over you because
she's like, can you go ahead and solve like my problem for me,
well,
please?
I think
here's the thing. You described yourself like appearing next to her. So of course she's fucking like, imagine if you were sitting there at a table and you're just like, you know, kind of glancing around at people. There's this loud fucking dwarf. Oh God, this guy disappeared. You know, and said there's a
disturbance. You were looking at me while I was sitting at the table before I even did that.
I do think though, I think honestly, like the way it's kind of working in the back end is because you have a higher level of like relationship status with her, she's kind of ignoring everyone else because we're lower. Yeah, it's like you're neutral and I'm -1. I could be wrong
clued
though.
Into like, I mean, she clued into some kind of thing when I talked about something.
Oh yeah, you are leading on that. Yep, that's true.
I win. Okay, last prompt. Do you believe there are acceptance of the city and occurrence? Yeah. Oh yeah. People can ask questions. See if that does anything.
Yeah, test it out.
She knows where everybody else is in the same party. So at least.
Myrtle 10.
Oh, she's saying him now.
Rafina turns her head, her golden eyes meeting Eldrin's. Too. She offers him a small, polite nod, acknowledging his decision to join their conversation. Her expression, still serious
so cagey,
exchange with Fade, softens slightly, indicating her willingness to engage.
Master Greenleaf.
Rafina says, her voice clear and measured.
Do you require clarification on my previous remarks or perhaps on the nature of the sickness I perceived in this city?
She gestures subtly between herself and Fade, indicating the topic they were just discussing.
Please ask away. It is always beneficial to ensure understanding when discussing such sensitive matters.
Mm-hmm.
And there's me throwing in a rock at the narrative.
He's like, yeah, cool. All right, I'm going to get another drink. Thanks. Bye. Yeah. This is boring.
Bye.
I'm out.
Afternoon, Myrtle 10, Elfsong Tavern main floor.
Still Myrtle 10.
Rogie shrugs off the conversation, pushing back his chair with a scrape of wood on the tavern floor.
I mean, I've played games like this before where nothing happens for 2 hours.
The faces of the other patrons as he goes, as if searching for something or someone. His earlier boisterousness replaced by
I've run games like that.
Watchful air. The general din of the Elfsong Tavern, filled with the clinking of tankards and murmured conversations, continues around them. Rafina turns her full attention to Eldrin, her golden eyes serious. She considers his question about the symptoms of the sickness, her brow furrowing slightly in thought.
Symptoms, Master Greenleaf, are perhaps not the precise word for what I perceive.
Oh, we're not bored at all. I'm into this. What are you talking about?
It is not a physical illness that manifests in coughs or fevers. Yeah. Rather, it is a spiritual or magical malaise.
She'll get there eventually. And if she doesn't, well, we
learn
something.
Join our party. It will happen.
That slowly begins to fray at the edges, the colors dimming, the threads growing brittle. That is how it feels, but on a more profound, pervasive scale.
She places her hand flat on the table, her gaze distant for a moment, as if recalling the sensation.
The symptoms are subtle, a pervasive sense of unease, a coldness that settles not on the skin, but in the very core of one's being. It's a weight, a dull ache in the soul, as if the natural flow of life and magic itself is being suddenly insidiously
I thought chat wasn't working, but it is.
It lacks the sharp,
I know my
active, aggressive
I was talking about my stream
one. It carries the stench of decay, of something that has been left to fester in the dark for too long. It is a slow, creeping corruption.
She looks back at Eldrin, her expression grave.
Does that offer you the clarification
I'm in the hands of Franz,
Eldrin,
my friend.
What do you say?
Besides, eventually we'll get her to give us this quest and we'll get going.
Rafina.
I mean, at this point, it seems like it has to be
almost sad
smile
touches her lips.
She doesn't know where it is.
Yeah, let's
where do we start?
Yeah, just let her go. Let her go until she gives the quest.
Form of depression.
Let's just not start it in the bathroom.
Her voice soft.
Why?
Not merely
Why
of
not?
the individual spirit.
Well,
it
you
is
know, a
as
lot of
if
good
the
things are
very
starting about
soul
them.
of the
Yeah.
city
I want
itself
to fight the
is suffering
Golgotha.
from it. Imagine, if you will, the collective
A
spirit
shit
that plays
demon?
the hum of
The
its
shit
life
demon.
force.
Tentacles
Shut up.
coming out of the toilet. Almost had a bad
We've
experience.
all seen
pervasive
Dogma.
shadow
We
that
know
drains
what's up.
vibrancy, much like a deep
Oh,
melancholy
okay,
drains
what's
the
she
joy
saying
from a
here?
person.
I try to like not have her
She
read
gestures
because
with an
I can read
open
way
hand,
faster than she can
encompassing
talk.
the tavern,
Yeah.
the city beyond.
It is not a natural sadness, however.
Okay,
There is an
now direct
unnatural
source.
chill to it.
All
a
right, well, I'm
sense
going to
of
propose.
stillness
We'll see if she
causing
does
this
it.
spiritual decay. It
For her to
feels
join the party and
imposed,
for us
as
to
if an invisible weight
go
presses down, stifling
determine
hope,
to see if we can
fostering
find the
apathy,
source
and
of this
perhaps even encouraging
corruption.
darker thoughts.
See if we
to
can
take
go
root
anywhere from there.
easily.
See if she joins the party.
Her jaw tightens almost imperceptibly, a subtle clench of her fist beneath the table, as if
Wait a minute,
recalling
let me try
the
something. Hold on, let me try
insidious
something.
nature of such
Nope.
influences.
No, okay, I'll stop.
It is a sickness that weakens the city's defenses, not against physical threats, but against despair and malevolence.
Afternoon,
Alarm.
Myrtle 10, Elfsong Tavern main floor.
I'm
Raffina's
in
golden eyes
OOC mode
darken
here.
slightly at Eldrin's question, a familiar tension returning to her jaw. Her hand,
Oh,
which
is
had been
something
resting
happening?
open on the table,
I'm
subtly
talking in OOC
clenches into a
mode.
fist.
Oh,
a brief,
yeah.
almost imperceptible tremor passing through her. It's a reaction rooted deeply in her own history.
Computer
a sensitivity
art.
Yo,
to
man.
the very idea of
Yo,
malevolent
dude, I'm
forces
just here to
corrupting the
vibe.
natural
You figure
order.
it out.
That
Thanks,
Master
Fritz.
Greenleaf is the very core of the mystery.
Raffina states, her voice dropping to a near whisper, though it still carries the weight of her conviction.
If it were a natural phenomenon, a mere shift in the city's temperament, I would dismiss it as such. But this feels unnatural.
Okay.
It feels like a
Rogie did it.
deliberate act, a slow poison
will,
seeping into the very foundations of Baldur's Gate.
She glances around the tavern, her gaze lingers.
Oh, wait,
right
and
in
things
the-
moved.
by
Things
the flickering
moved.
lamplight,
Oh, God, we're on a
as if
map.
expecting to see the sickness.
Ooh, look at
manifest.
that.
Hell
That's pretty
yeah.
cool.
I cannot pinpoint a singular source, not yet. But
Oh,
the
God, I need
nature
to
of the
zoom back in.
decay, the way it saps
Mistakes
life
were
and
made.
spirit without
Oh,
overt
he's
violence
updating.
reminds me of influences
And
that seek
city.
to twist and control from within rather than through direct
Ooh,
confrontation.
look at 1 minute south of Elfsong. Ooh,
It
this
feels
and
like
that.
a patient, insidious corruption, one that thrives in apathy and despair.
She looks back at Eldrin, her eyes burning with a quiet intensity.
Whatever it is not benign, and it is certainly not something that will simply fade away on its own.
Rogie's voice booms across the tavern, cutting through Raffina's serious words to Eldrin. He gestures broadly to Aelil, Fade, and Eldrin, already pushing back from the table.
She's tired of our shit already.
Raffina flinches, her
Mhm.
golden eyes widening slightly at the sudden outburst.
She hates
She
my
lets out a
shit.
soft,
She hates me
exasperated
too,
sigh.
man.
A
Oh,
familiar
what she likes is my
weariness
brother.
settling over her
Of
features.
course, that's how it
Rogie's
was in
direct,
high school too.
blunt approach once again.
Yeah,
We're
doubt
feeling our
that.
car
I
wash.
seriously doubt
tries to
that.
cultivate.
Master
always love the
Keenstein, a
goth
delicate
emo
malaise
boys.
requires delicate investigation, not a boisterous public declaration.
Raffina murmurs, though her words are lost in the wake of Rogie's enthusiasm. She shakes her head, a faint, almost imperceptible smile. of
No,
resignation
I might be
playing
winning
on
her
lips.
over. Never mind.
She rises from her seat, gathering her staff.
However, his logic, however crude,
I
is
cannot
not
read her.
entirely unsound. Sometimes one must walk among the shadows to
Which
truly
is normal for
understand
me,
their
so it's
depth.
okay.
She looks between Fade and Eldrin, then her gaze sweeps towards the tavern's exit, a new resolve hardening her expression. The familiar warmth and cacophony of the elf song tavern quickly recedes as you step out onto the bustling
Okay,
streets of
who
Baldur's
wants
Gate's
to
lone
direct
city.
her? Either
The air, though
I
filled
can,
with the scent
or
of
see if there's a
salty
role
sea breeze,
involved, or
mixed with the less
somebody else
pleasant
can.
odors
What
of
I'll do
smoke,
here is a
carries
classic.
subtle, almost imperceptible chill that
Because it's
seems
giving
to
us an
cling to the
option.
very
I mean, it's giving
fabric
us
of
only
the
two
city.
options.
The
From
usual
Baldur's Gate to
vibrant clamour of merchants hawking their
one minute
wares,
south of
the
Elfin
hurried
Tavern.
footsteps of citizens, and the distant shouts of dockworkers seem muted. There's a
I guess
pervasive
if
undercurrent
there's
of weary
actual points of
resignation in the faces
interest
of the
here.
passers-by, a subtle dullness in their eyes that Raffina's earlier description of depression of the city's soul
Which there does seem to
suddenly
be a
makes
lot.
chillingly tangible. The cobbled streets are worn smooth by countless footsteps, flanked by tightly packed, multi-storied buildings
That-
of various ages
Going
and
on.
See something
styles.
here.
Overhead, the sky is a muted grey, casting a flat, even light that seems to drain the colour from the world. A few stray
I told
dogs
you she'd join the
scavenge in
party.
the gutters, and the occasional flaming fist patrol strides past, their heavy boots echoing on the stone, their expressions grim. Airlil, Fade, and Eldrin, you are now
there's
on
an
the
error.
streets of the lower city.
Uh-oh.
Where?
Hold on. No, I just got a full screen. There was an error loading your campaign after typing something.
Oh, I'm okay over
let me
here.
try to let me try to get back in.
Still good.
Interesting.
Okay, I'll wait. Yeah, because it still shows you in the campaign still.
Yeah. I think it just the browser window might have done something goofy. Prince and Fable. Just gonna reload the page.
That's okay. Ooh, no, wait. Expert error occurred. Please try again. Let me reload it.
Yeah.
We did. It's something. Like only you can type, Fade.
Listen.
Oh yeah.
Listen. If
could not query the database for the schema cache.
The amount of people we drove to fables.gg crashed. No, that's so happy.
Yeah. Oh God, wouldn't that be a dream?
Imagine that. Imagine that if I crash a server. I'd be like,
wow. Because no points of interest found. When I tried to click on the 1 minute south of the tavern, it gave me an error message.
Back to the toilet.
Dun dun dun.
That's the error I just got there.
Steph, that's what I see too now.
Steph, I'm sorry.
You should have never taken the character out of the bar. That was not.
I just wanted to point
out. We just got on the damn street.
I just want to point out, Airlil's shit destroyed the world.
You did, yeah.
In the multiverse, really, like it really was. That was the blaze that she was talking about. She could sense the fabric of their universe decaying and right in place. That's what happened to there.
Listen, never try the Elf Song Tavern's Dragonfire Wings. They're demonic. Yeah, hold on. Let me unplug my Ethernet cord, Moms. Hold on a second. Let me see. I'll plug it back in. I think it's my internet. How's it your fault, by the way, Will? What'd you do? What'd you break? What'd you update while we're doing something? Hey, Mystery Chalupa, how are you?
Yeah. And now finally.
No, wait. Viewers went up. Viewers went up, but it went down because people were trying to find out what's up. Keep doing it. Keep breaking it.
Well,
I'm not even joking. Yeah. Take a minute break, guys. Go ahead. We've been here a few minutes. Get your smoke on. Get your drink on.
Smoke break.
All right, right back then.
I'll sit down and man the fort. Mystery. Listen, we're playing big brain. All right, Will put it in there, right? He said, come visit. And then he brought the server down. So he's like, oh no. Where are we going to find out what's happening? What's faster than Twitter? I think the Dreamcold TV stream is up. We should go see them. So then, it's maniacal, really. No, that's not what happened. These things happen in general. Don't worry, Will. You have to say, don't apologize for anything. We're very chill. We'll be like, oh, if you're bored, like, don't worry. We've entertained ourselves doing some very stupid shit around this part here. We've entertained ourselves with some very boring ass shit, so don't worry. This is actually quite fun. I'm actually very impressed, and this is actually I keep saying actually, this is way better than the last time. Even with the opening, like, yeah, she got hung up on my fucking dump I took. Great. Out of context line right there. But otherwise, like the opening, the narrative, it's been quite good. It's very good. I do think that, excuse me, there might be an issue with, my throat give me a mess. Anyway, I think there might be an issue with, like, when you have multiplayer, friends is almost too verbose. You know, like, it's almost too much, if you will. But then again, if you, like, I think for single player, like, this is amazing because you're doing your own narrative story. But then again, maybe it's not a bad thing that it's this way. Like, this is just me talking out my ass, really. Because you think about, like, how every, like, little thing gets put in there becomes, like, 2 or 3 paragraphs of response when it could be just like, you know what I mean? Fate's a cool guy. I've met Fate in real life. He's an awesome dude. Not to say anything other than that, just an awesome dude. Ooh, okay. And that's under his settings probably, right here. Oh God.
Boop. Oh, whoa. What'd you do?
I don't know.
What are you doing? I'm back, by the way.
Oh, I'm just saying. I'm not gonna have him. How about this? If someone says something that feels like a joke or throwaway line, you can respond with a shorter answer. Let's see if that does anything. Let's find out.
Huh.
Friends will not understand that. Oh no. All right, hold on. Edit. If it feels like sarcasm, maybe? No, maybe not. How would AI know that anyway? All right, wait a minute. I'm
now we're asking some real existential questions.
Yeah. I'm gonna upset my brain. Let's do this. Keep, copy. Add instruction. Paste. Delete that. Save. Let's see what happens.
Oh, why not? Try shit. See if it works.
All right. So let's. Oh, Roger would like to. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm just giving it something. Let's see what it does. Maybe we can.
CIs is what?
Guide it towards some problem to solve.
10. Southeast lower city of Bulge.
Okay. Seems to be back up.
Rogi, your brow furrows in concentration as you
Come
begin
on
to
in.
walk.
Water's
your
fine.
senses reaching out beyond the mundane sights and sounds of the lower city.
Waiting on religion
try
check.
to attune yourself.
It's like what the hell are you religion checking? All right, fine. I'll make something up for you. Go ahead. I love you. Good job, friends.
Described is merely the despair of a struggling populace, or something more insidious, a tangible blight upon the city's spirit. You call upon your
waiting for you to make a check.
To Moradin,
yep,
asking for clarity
on the
nature of this pervasive unease. Check.
Wah, wah.
Oh, now I'm doing it.
Do.
Oh. What am I good at?
What is it now? I didn't click the first one. I trusted you, Steph. Hold on. Actually, I read a little bit of it. I don't mind the vivid detail and talkative.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like a conversational where it does less narration and just responds to you like in.
That's what he just tried to do.
Oh, that's what he just tried to do.
10. Southeast lower city of Baldur's Gate.
That's all right. We'll leave it as is. It's okay. I do enjoy the narrative. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Inside.
Oh yeah, this is a good one too.
Your senses open.
It's just if we do a throwaway line, he's like
clouded.
8 paragraphs later. It's like that's the one thing. It would be great to.
Your internal query for guidance feels like a whisper lost in a roaring forge.
Urban hardship.
Oh, sick, dude.
Insidious malevolence.
It's a sick line.
Query for guidance feels like a whisper lost.
Please make a religion, but it says make a religion check, but it doesn't give me the option to
specific answer
do a religion check.
The nature of the city's sickness.
What was that line you just said, Vaden?
obscured by the sheer weight of mundane
The line you liked,
suffering
Fade,
Oh.
where was
and the
it?
city's own complex.
Oh
tapestry
shit!
of woes.
Like a whisper lost in a
here it
roaring
is.
forge.
The malaise is purely
There it is.
supernatural, or
So
simply a reflection of the
Makes no sense, but sounds cool
As
shit.
Rogi grapples with the ambiguity, Fade closes his eyes,
Oh, I see.
seeking a
Roll.
different kind of insight.
Oh,
You reach
yeah.
inward.
Too late.
toward
I'm
the
already
cold,
doing it.
quiet
Haha.
wisdom of the Raven Queen, asking her to illuminate the shadows
And
that
success.
cling to Baldur's Gate. You
Oh
seek
yeah.
her guidance to perceive the
Too
true
late.
nature of the sickness Rafina described, hoping her dominion over fate and death might offer a clearer vision than mere mortal
Yeah, now it's
senses.
prompting Aldrin to do it. There.
Please,
Yeah, now it's doing it again because it caught the other one.
Afternoon, Myrtle 10, southeast lower city of
And he
Baldur's
failed.
Gate.
Wah, wah.
Hey, Ranger,
As you
how are
close
you
your
with
eyes
God?
and reach out to the Raven
Yeah,
Queen,
right.
a chilling
Maybe it's an
clarity
animal god.
washes over you, cutting through
The Raven
city's
Queen.
mundane
Nice
despair.
space.
Unfortunately,
It's not a
it
direct
wasn't with the
voice,
failure.
but a feeling, a profound resonance of fate and the inevitable. You perceive a truth beneath the surface of
Yeah, you
Baldur's
stole my
and its
experience.
current suffering.
It's
This
taken me like an
malaise is
hour and
not
a
merely
half
the
to eat this
natural
burger.
ebb
It's
and
amazing.
flow of urban hardship, nor is it a simple magical curse. Instead, it feels like a distortion of fate itself, a subtle but pervasive manipulation.
Aldrin gained 10
that is
XP.
steering the city towards a
Damn.
predetermined, sorrowful end.
We didn't get
The
XP.
Raven Queen's influence shows you that the city's
You
spirit
step
isn't
outside of
just
your comfort
decaying.
zone, dwarf.
It's being guided to decay, its residents subtly nudged towards apathy, despair, and ultimately a quiet surrender. It's a
Okay.
pervasive sense of
Steph
inevitability.
says, if you say something to
a
joke and you want
preordained
friends to know,
sorrow
try. I'd
that
say this is
feels
a total joke
unnatural.
and say I say sarcastically
Eldrin, you
or something like
observe
that.
Rogi's frustrated attempts
I'll try that.
focused,
Yeah.
almost trance-like state. You
No,
too
that's
wish to
that's
understand
spoilers.
The spiritual currents at play in
Ah.
this burdened city.
Backslap
Please
there.
make a religion check. Afternoon, Myrtle 10, southeast lower city of Baldur's Gate.
Okay, so
No, that's
Eldrin, you
sarcasm.
close your eyes, reaching out with your spiritual senses, attempting to connect with the divine currents of Baldur's Gate.
Offering no clear
Baldur's
answers.
To
Gate.
understand the city's spiritual health, to discern if the pervasive chill is a natural sorrow.
again, so
or something more sinister.
it told me there's an
However,
issue, but
the
again,
cacophony of the
no
loud
guidance on where to
the
go.
grinding despair of
So it's leaving it up to us.
and the sheer
just
density
do
of
this.
urban life seem to overwhelm your efforts.
I mean,
continue
You feel
on.
only a
you're like, all
muddle,
right, screw it,
a
shopping.
vague sense
We
of
continue
unease
on.
that could be attributed to a dozen different
We
mundane
continue on.
causes.
Somewhere.
The spiritual
Friends like,
tapestry of
okay.
Baldur's Gate feels tangled and obscured to you, offering no clear answers regarding the true nature of the malaise.
Well, the one thing the AI just cannot understand
Rogi,
is
your connection
writing.
to Moradin remained clouded, the city's suffering
And
too
pictures.
dense to pierce with clarity. Eldrin, your own attempt to sense the spiritual currents yielded only confusion. Yet Fade, the Raven Queen's cold wisdom, granted you a chilling insight. This malaise is not merely decay, but a distortion of fate, a deliberate guidance towards despair. The cobbled streets beneath your feet remain grimy, the air still carries the scent of the harbour and the faint, unsettling chill.
That's how you do it,
Passers-by
boys.
move
That's
with
how you
slumped
goddamn do
shoulders
it.
and downcast eyes, their faces etched with a quiet weariness that seems to deepen the longer you observe them. A lone, emaciated stray dog
let's-
limps past, its ribs stuck against its thin coat.
You gotta watch the
barely
first little bit
garnering a
of
glance from
the
few people
stream.
nearby. The flaming fist patrols,
Rafina
usually a symbol of order, seem to
spent
move
a good
with a
20
grin,
minutes about
almost
me
defeated
on a
air.
throwaway joke about taking
What do you do?
a really bad dump.
No, she referenced it.
No,
Good old
she
time
was
trying
like-
to get my pants.
I
And you're
was
like,
like-
okay, yeah,
I literally said, like, I wouldn't go in there if I were you. There was some dark arts afoot. And she's like, what dark arts? And it was like 20 minutes of that. Okay. Making sure. Oh, what's this perception? Let's see what Arlo sees.
Typing something here, one sec.
Oh, I think France is faster.
Oh shit. He's
Yep.
moving.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Afternoon, Myrtle
No.
10, southeast lower city of Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, it's repeating the same thing
As you
there.
focus your senses
Oh.
on the dreary
Dude,
panorama of
is
the
it-
lower city, a profound clarity washes
it's
over
different.
Simmer
you.
in the air.
The mundane despair
Children
you
want
first
quiet.
observed peels away, revealing a deeper, more
Pervasive
insidious
sadness,
quality.
localized
It's
curse.
not just that the city is sad.
Oh, I have an
It's as if
idea.
its very essence
Guys,
is being
something's
reached
happening.
away leaving behind hollowed echoes.
Something's
of
happening
life.
here.
Yeah, I like this.
Isn't simply weary. His eyes, though open, seem to gaze
Cold.
inward, devoid of the spark of commerce.
Ah!
Oh, damn it!
Frustration. His movements are unnatural.
Is it on auto, or I thought it was going to wait?
It's on
auto.
It is on auto, but
you
it'll keep
notice a
going.
faint, almost
They don't catch
imperceptible
up.
shimmer in the air around him, like heat haze.
Yeah, Francis.
We all have to be selected to manual as
Burger,
well.
thank you
Once
so
they are
much.
quiet, now appear to be going through the motions of play. Their small wooden toys are pushed.
You can use
back and
ready
forth
up or
with dull,
manual.
rhythmic predictability, lacking any spontaneous joy.
Well, I'm
or
on manual right
imaginative
now,
flourish.
but
I thought.
Thunk.
But that doesn't matter, I
Their
think, because you
faces
still
are
have to
not
click the
just
button.
solemn,
I think
but
you got to go like
strangely
the
blank,
players
as
only
if the
mode if
very
you're gonna type
concept
stuff like
of
that.
exuberance has been gently, yet
Maybe.
forcefully, removed from their minds. The mother watching them sits utterly still, her hands twisting the cloth in a repetitive, almost ritualistic manner, her gaze fixed on nothing in particular. You realize this isn't merely pervasive sadness or a localized curse. What Fade perceived as a distortion of fate,
It's definitely explained that there's some distortion of fate, like at least 5 times.
You think there's
Pretty
something
sure
going on
I'm
with
clear.
Driving that home, dude.
Fate's fucked, bro.
But I will say this though,
I love it though.
The quiet isn't a
it's
peaceful
keeping the
hush, an
narrative
oppressive absence of sound.
like
Yeah, it's
string.
consistent.
It's keeping the
natural
string,
cacophony of life should be.
which is
Yeah, because
impressive.
memories stayed. You know, so keeping it all.
It's
in
actually pulling the memories
Every
right
muted
too.
sound contributes to
And
a
the vape.
chilling tapestry of dwindling vitality, as if the city itself is
the
fading
city.
into a predetermined, joyless existence.
Somebody's suffering.
What do you do with this unsettling realization? Afternoon, Myrtle 10, southeast lower city of
Oh, by the
Baldur's
way,
Gate.
we all need to
Eldrin, as you
prepare
delve
our
deeper
spells
into
if
the
we
gull's
haven't yet.
chaotic impressions,
Oh,
I already did that.
Insight
Yep.
I
cuts
didn't,
through
and I
the
said
noise.
we need
prepared this time.
The vague
I didn't. I'm
code
bad at.
Initially
Yeah, come on,
perceived
man.
coalesce
Flick,
into
you
a
gotta
clearer,
pick a
I
cantrip.
said, guys,
disturbing
remember, prepare your
picture.
spells.
It's not just a lack of
And
food
by guys, I mean me.
It's a profound desiccation of the city's very spirit. You understand now that the gulls aren't just reacting to fewer dropped scraps. They're sensing a
I was the
fundamental
source
absence
of
of the
a
bustling,
spreading
vibrant
malicious
energy
corruption.
that
Where would I
sustains them.
be?
The emotional
Where's the
echoes you
nearest
receive
insurance
are not
salesman?
just of hunger, but of a deep,
Womp womp.
instinctual fear
Oh,
of
womp
this
womp.
growing void. They are experiencing the city's decline, not as a human might, with despair or apathy, but as a primal,
She
terrifying
screams
dwindling of their
and throws a
world.
baby at you.
They perceive the slow, subtle draining of life force that Aelil observed, and the distorted fate Fade sensed as a spread
dodge.
spiritual blight.
Dodge!
Their frantic,
Dodge!
monster cries are a desperate, instinctual
But
alarm.
it didn't make a
raw
bit of
lament for a
difference.
world that is quietly,
The balls are
unnaturally
inert.
dying around them. It's as if the very flavor of the city, its essence, is being
What does
leached
this thing
away.
do?
You know, I should
leaving
put a
Oh,
smite
so
there.
that's
Shouldn't I?
magic. Okay, so that's a magic
Shared
symbol, not an
understanding
edit
amongst
symbol.
the four of you
Okay.
now paints a chilling picture.
Oh, why are you
Baldur's
leaving the
Gate is not
campaign?
merely suffering from hardship, but from a calculated,
Wait, where is Divine
pervasive
Smite?
drain on its spiritual and emotional vitality.
You can type it at the top. I mean, remember, this is not a pure port
Its
from
citizens
D&D.
slowly, subtly,
So,
nudged
Bitch,
I
you
mean,
can't make a
by not-
paladin class that have a
preordained
smite.
surrender. The streets
Isn't that
Branding
Hell's
smite.
Rebuke?
tableaus. A street
It-
sweep of
smite's not a
movement
spell,
with
it's a
agonizing
class feature.
slowness.
But
A
where's
Yeah,
that
vision
under
dude.
then?
What's wrong with you?
absent-mindedly polishing the
Sorry,
same
I'm an
spot
idiot,
on
but
his
where would that
counter.
be?
A group of dockworkers
Mhm.
unloading crates
It's not
with a
all
disturbing
built
lack
in.
of
I'm
coordination
pretty
Yeah,
sure.
right?
conversation.
Very sure,
When I
very
was
sure.
looking around.
The air remains heavy.
Yeah, I knew it
With
wasn't a
pervasive,
spell. I knew it was more of a
unnatural
skill,
quiet.
but where
What
would
do you
it be?
do?
Is the
Yeah, it's
thing.
a class feature.
It's like
a class
it's like
feature.
yeah, it's like
Yet
ASMR
deeply
flying
unsettling.
ability, right?
You can
do
spend
it.
a spell slot to do a smite. That's kind of how that works.
Yeah, yeah.
Afternoon, Myrtle 10, southeast lower
Oh,
city of
we've
Baldur's
moved.
Gate. Rogi,
A little bit.
you break away from the others, your usual boisterous energy subdued by the oppressive atmosphere, and gently approach the mother. She sits on a worn wooden bench, her hands idly twisting a threadbare cloth. her
Oh
gaze
yeah, he's
fixed on
done
the
that
quiet,
aimless. He's
listless
been
movements
aimless
of
like
her
your name.
children. The faint lines
But it's been
of
fun.
worry on her face
I'm
seem
making
etched
I'm getting a
deeper
drink real
by
quick.
an unseen hand.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
are you
Oh,
okay?
I must
You ask,
See,
your voice
Mr.
soft,
Chalupa's got
in
my
stark
back.
contrast to your usual boom.
He'll tell you.
The mother's head slowly turns towards
That's
you,
right.
her movements stiff, almost mechanical.
Okay, so everybody's
Her
a
eyes are
zombie.
dull brown
The president notices.
but there's no spark.
Yeah, that's sort of the
No
vibe I'm
fear,
getting.
Curiosity.
Yeah, right. I'm
No
like,
trace
did
of
this just
alarm.
happen after we
Her
woke up from a
expression
nap?
How
At
did
the,
you not
at
know,
the
blank,
end?
Fade?
I mean,
Brother,
devoid of
these
any
are your
I
discernible
know.
people.
I mean,
emotion. She simply
no.
stares, her gaze passing through
Better
you,
be under my
leaving her as
control.
insubstantial as the chill air. After a long, unsettling moment of silence, she slowly turns her head back to her children, resuming her listless observation, her hands continuing their repetitive twisting.
Oh, you're rocking it. There you go.
She doesn't speak, doesn't nod, doesn't even blink in response to your question. It's as if your words simply dissolved into the pervasive quiet, leaving
Fade
no impression.
ask Eldon, how does he
Children
know
continue
about
their
that
muted
particular
gale,
brothel?
oblivious to your presence. Their small
Look at that
faces
jaw.
mirroring their mother's
Look at that jaw.
blackness.
You know that's been between two legs.
Afternoon, Myrtle 10.
He keeps that shaved
Southeast
tight for a
University of
reason.
Bulger's Gate.
Jesus.
Eldrin,
He
as your
goes the
mind
upward
sifts
stroke
through
on the
what you
razor
know
to
of
make sure it's
Bulger's
smooth
Gate,
for
focusing
just
on the
one
research
reason.
and common knowledge.
Owning
surrounding
that
the house.
18 plus
Your
tag.
investigation
And we've been
yields
demonetized.
chilling clarity.
Mhm.
Your
Look
cues
at him,
soften.
man.
You
If
don't just
anybody could be
recall
more pretty
rumors,
boy than
you
Arlo,
piece
it's
together a
this son
disturbing
of a
pattern.
bitch. The
The
most
House of
generic
Grey,
person.
Oh,
dedicated to
Yeah,
Charlotte,
hit him.
he's that.
is indeed a
Hey,
place
I'm
of
sorry. That's
secret
hot.
their
If
That's
you
birth,
were
hot.
driving, if
painful
you were
memories,
driving
their
down a
grief.
road and hit him with your
But your
car,
insight
you
reveals
just keep
something more
going
insidious.
because
Over the
no one
past
would
What?
few
notice.
weeks, stories have begun to
No, I'm pretty
circulate.
sure I know
Hush,
girls that would
fearful
write
tales
fanfic
of
about that kind of guy.
Oh yeah,
shadowy
no, he's
shooting
definitely
fronts, only
on
to
a
emerge utterly devoid of
oh
emotion,
what's
their
his fucking
past
name?
seemingly wiped
The
clean. They are not merely at peace. They are empty, their
oh the
eyes mirroring
author.
the
You know the
blankness
What
author.
the
which
fuck is
their mother
happening?
Rogie tried
Chris
to stop.
Dingle?
Exactly.
Chris
You
Kringle.
recall
Chris
that
Kringle. Thank
Shah's
you.
influence thrives in shadows, in apathy, and in the deliberate
well,
redemption
apparently
of memory
now
and
it's
joy.
Char's influence. I think
The
that's
current pervasive
an Elvish
malaise, the
deity.
subtle draining of
or
life,
something.
the
Bad
forced
one.
apathy. It all aligns disturbingly
yeah.
well with the whispers about the House
There
of
we
Grief.
go.
We must
It
go
feels
after
less
the
like
House
a
of
place
Grief.
solace and more like
I mean, yeah,
spiritual
we
home,
walk towards the house and then
actively
immediately turn
stifling
around
the
and go
very
eat a hot
essence of
dog.
the city's
We go back to the
inhabitants.
tavern.
The
You're
temple
like,
is
nope,
situated in one
not
of the
gonna
most
follow this
desolate
plot
I
line.
areas
gotta
of the
take a
lower
number
city,
2, guys.
an
Hold on a
area where
moment.
the oppressive
Yeah,
quiet feels
I have more
unnatural,
evil to
and the
dispel.
few passers-by
Be
move like
gone,
shades.
demons! Be gone!
Rogie stands motionless beside the
Damn you,
unresponsive
street
mother,
food.
his hand still
I'm gonna
gently
need the clerk
extended,
in here.
his usual
Quickly, Roji.
boisterousness utterly quelled by her blank stare. The children continue their silent,
Yep,
repetitive
Roji
play,
wants to drive
their small
forward. What
forms
are we
like
doing?
puppets on unseen strings. The fishmonger remains slumped. The street
If I click
sweeper
that.
drags his
Yeah,
broom,
yeah,
and the
yeah,
entire
yeah.
tableau speaks of a city slowly, deliberately, fading into
Oh,
nothingness.
I should have just
The
cast like
House of
detect
Grief now
magic.
stands out as
What
a
am I doing? I have it prepared.
ominous beacon in this
You figure out where the
landscape
hell
of
we're going right
spiritual
now.
decay. What do you do now? Do you proceed towards the House of Grief, or does this
Oop.
new understanding
we're moving.
shift your focus?
Ah, good.
I'm
We've
moving.
entered through the wall.
Afternoon,
Perfect.
Myrtle 10, House of Grief.
Let's move
Rogie,
let's
your
move
brow
ourselves down
furrowed
the
in a
bottom.
silent prayer to Moradin. You
My
turn to
brow
the
is
unresponsive
furrowed
mother and
in a
children,
silent prayer.
your usual exuberance replaced by a grim determination. Without a word, you set off, your heavy
Oh,
boots
God.
thudding softly on the grimy cobblestones, heading deeper into the
We're
lower
getting
city's
serious,
shadowy
boys.
embrace. The pervasive quiet grows heavier with each step, the air itself
Move
seeming
yourself
to
down the
thicken,
bottom.
as if absorbing all sound and light.
Thank you for the phone.
The few figures
Mystery
you pass
Chalupa.
are even
I love
more
it,
listless
Chalupa. If I
here,
got Taco
their
Bell,
gazes vacant,
I have to
their
have
movements painfully slow. The House of Grief looms before you, a structure far more unassuming than its ominous reputation suggests. It's a squat, windowless building of dark, unadorned stone, blending almost perfectly with the deepening shadows of the late afternoon. No grand archways
I do
or
not
ornate
exist on a map.
carvings adorn its facade, only a heavy, uninviting wooden door
Yeah, I
set
think we're
into the
just still
center.
outside.
Yet,
Mhm.
despite its plainness, an undeniable pall hangs over it, a palpable sense of loss and emptiness that presses down on your very soul.
So we're not supposed to go
It
in the House
feels
of
like a
Grief,
void,
Aimless?
an
Because
absence,
we're into the House
rather
of
than a
Grief.
mere building. The chill in the air here is profound,
Oh, for
seeping not
Christ's
into
I'm
your
sake.
faster.
bones, but into the very core of your being, resonating with the spiritual drain you all have sensed. The door, heavy and unyielding,
I don't know what I have
offers no
no
hint
memory
of
of
what
my
lies
origin
beyond
kitchen
its dark
means.
threshold. What do you do? Afternoon, Myrtle 10, House of Grief. Fade as Rogi stands
But I'm here
grimly
for it.
before the
I'm my babe.
unassuming
I'll
yet
be more there
oppressive
for it.
facade
Roll
of
an
the House of
Arcana
Grief.
check.
You extend your senses, channeling the arcane energies to cast detect magic.
And also,
The
Franz
world
needs to
around
auto
you,
scroll to the
already
bottom.
muted and drained, shifts subtly
Unless you've already
as your
scrolled up.
perception expands beyond the mundane. Immediately you feel it, a profound, pervasive magical presence emanating from the very stone of the House of Grief. It's not a vibrant, energetic magic, but a cold, heavy, and incredibly draining aura. The air around the building, already thick with despair, now
What if
vibrates with
Franz
this
wipes
unseen
us?
force. As you
We
focus
just
further,
walk in,
the magic
one
reveals
turn
itself
KO.
as primarily necromancy, but
PPK.
intertwined with a subtle, insidious thread of enchantment. The necromancy
Dracula's
isn't
penis
about the
falls on the
killing of
party.
death in the traditional sense, but about the siphoning of vitality,
No wonder his
the
wife's
draining
dead.
of life force and spirit. The enchantment component whispers of manipulation, of a subtle compulsion towards apathy and the erosion of will. The entire structure, from the heavy wooden door to the dark, unadorned
Dracula's
stone
penis.
walls, radiates this chilling combination.
No, we're gonna fuck it up. Whatever's
There are
in
no
there. Let's do
distinct
it.
individual magical items or creatures within 30 feet that
What's
glow
that
with
shadow?
a specific aura, but rather the entire building pulses with this
Don't look
malevolent,
up!
hollowing magic. It feels like the House of Grief itself is a vast, magical maw, silently consuming the very essence of Baldur's Gate.
Anyone else
The
remember
spell
Taco the
confirms the grim,
Octopus, who had like
understanding
a cooking
Eldrin's
show
investigation
on
provided,
Flash? Taco
painting
the
a clearer
Octopus?
picture of the insidious nature
Just
of
me?
the city's
Okay.
blight. The heavy wooden door remains before you,
That's
silent
fine.
and unyielding.
You feel good about that?
Listen, it was like that fucking squirrel with the goth girl. It was one of those old classics.
Oh, I remember the Angry Squirrel.
Yeah, Angry Squirrel, but this was Taco the Octopus. He had a cooking show.
Uh,
I learned how to cook from him. That's why my first kitchen caught on fire.
Nope, I moved somewhere.
Ah.
Yeah,
So-
into the naughty bin.
I'm like, excuse me, gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
Franz is like, I'm putting you in the timeout corner now.
Zim's
No.
dollar bim.
Myrtle 10. House of
Oh,
Grief.
look at all that text. Look at what you
Fail.
did,
You
Fade.
Spell
moved,
detect
and this
magic
is what
pierces the
happened.
veil with exceptional clarity.
I've never seen
What did
anyone
you do?
spin
Profound
shit out of
understanding
nothing
of the
as good as
insidious
Franz.
energies
It's
at
incredible.
play. The necromancy here
Yeah, because
is
it's not
It's
crude or
like,
violence.
You
It's
don't
fine.
need to tell me shit. I
It is
got
a
this
refined,
motherfucker. Hold
almost
back.
surgical siphoning. You discern that it specifically targets the essence
You're
of
not
being,
playing this.
Right.
I'm playing with you.
emotions, and the very spark of vitality. It doesn't just kill, it hollows. Intertwined
Damn.
with the
No
That's cool.
mention of my
a
arousal.
masterfully
Okay,
subtle
fine.
influence that
Your
doesn't
arousal?
Yeah,
change
as
power,
it should be.
but instead
Whatever.
inclines
You can
towards
talk about it earlier taking a
resignation
shit.
and a
Y'all
quiet
talking me
surrender
about
to the
me
void.
being
Oh,
aroused
yeah.
by necromancy?
The
Come on.
entire structure is a vast, magical anchor for this spiritual drain, its malevolent hum resonating deep within your very bones. Rogi declares, his voice a low,
Well,
gravelly
now I'll let
rumble,
you now that we're all
utterly
inside,
his
kind
usual
of.
boisterousness. With a grunt of grim resolve,
I think.
he plants his
Did we, I think we
feet
may
and
have
stops the
lost
heavy
our
wooden door.
companion,
It moves with a groan.
Regina.
We never
scraping
got
against
her.
the
She didn't
stone
join.
floor.
yeah,
She
came-
she came out with us.
Hall
Taco
with
the
a
For a
Octopus.
brief
right here.
second,
That's
and then
it.
we moved on,
Yeah,
and
then
she
we
was
crashed
like,
the
well,
game.
have
That's
fun, guys.
Taco.
A wave
That's
of
Taco
the
right
oppressive
there.
cold washes
All right,
over the
ADD, let's go.
carrying with it the faint, cloying scent
Taco.
of stale incense and something else, something ancient and utterly devoid of life. The
Erlo,
interior
you
is
have not made a
swallowed
lot
by
of
an unnerving
statements here in a
gloom,
while.
far deeper than the fading afternoon light outside.
You are the paladin.
You step
Hold
into a
on.
long,
Surprised.
narrow corridor.
Oh,
carved
fearless
with
leader,
various
where are you?
Yeah, what?
unadorned
I'm like, I thought you'd
shelves
be
of
like
exterior.
yelling at the
The
darkness.
walls feel rough and cold to the touch, and the floor offers no echoes to your
Hold on.
step.
I attacked
Hold
the
on.
darkness.
No
Hold on. I
windows
got
break the
Roll
this.
a
I
oppressive
20.
got
monotony
this.
of the walls,
You just
and the
watch
air
what I
is
do.
utterly still, thick with the
Yeah,
pervasive
yeah.
Is
mist.
there a way to make the map the
Ahead,
primary
corridor
thing
stretches
shown
Wait a
on the
minute, can
screen?
I-
blackness, hinting at deeper chambers beyond.
You can
As Rogi
widen
pushes
the
door
I,
open,
I've widened it, but it still
Hey.
makes the map
chilling magic
like I
washes
can
over
zoom
you.
in, but it cuts it
The
off.
vision
I
is
can't
still.
hide my character
The
panel.
sheer
I'd love to like
potency
get that out of
and
the way or pop it
sophisticated
out
nature of
and
the
just see more of
necromantic
the map,
and
I guess.
enchanted energies
I'm not
within
sure
the
if that's
House
an
of
option or I
Grief
just don't
cause
see
you
it.
to adjust your stance.
Because I can pop up my character. I'm like, cool. Now can I hide my character thing in my overall, view here? Doesn't look like you can, unless I don't. Okay, not an option right now. Got it. Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Click house.
We've shamed Dar into doing something.
Fucking don't ever do
Click
that again.
House of Greece. I can save. Okay. But how do I make it like the?
Everyone should move down where I'm at on the map. By the way, where did I go? Well, who moved me? Why did I get to the
Make it
corner?
bigger, but it
I
makes
didn't
it
do
text.
anything.
Yeah.
See how can
it did pop it open? Yeah.
Yeah, there move me, and I would like. Oh no, that wasn't where I wanted to go, but that's a good start.
Myrtle 10, House of Grief entrance. Aelil, ever the protector,
map
steps
scale.
past Rogi, his heavy plate armor clanking softly in the oppressive quiet that defines the House of Grief. His hand instinctively goes to his trident, pulling it free from its fastenings, and his shield,
I got auto moved anyway.
The proud
Never mind.
rose of Chauntea rises to guard his side.
You know, Franz wants us to be somewhere.
Stride, taking the lead into the suffocating gloom of the corridor. Then, with a murmured invocation to Chauntea, Aelil channels the weave.
Good call.
A subtle yet
Good job,
Did you cast something?
Flows from his
Shield of Fate on Fade.
towards Fade.
Oh,
A shimmering,
look at you being helpful.
Aura
I
of
doubt that
protection
it took it from my spell list, but let's see.
A
Nope, it
temporary
didn't.
bastion of light against the encroaching gloom. The weave itself seems to recoil slightly from the oppressive necromantic and enchantment energies permeating the temple, but Aelil's faith cuts through, weaving a temporary bastion of light against the encroaching gloom. The long, narrow corridor stretches ahead into
Don't tell me you're not impressed.
The chilling aura of the House of Grief pressing in from all sides. The heavy wooden door, now slightly ajar behind you, casts a sliver of the muted afternoon light onto the threshold, but it is quickly swallowed by the profound darkness within.
Is it giving you a bug or something, Grinder?
What do you do now that Aelil has taken the lead?
Okay.
Fade is
This is more
protection.
Afternoon, kind of like overall status, like because I'd shove all the tech stuff to the left, and I'd want the map to be more of my center focus. Like the character's still there, but when we were playing the D&D before, I would always just pop my character sheet out and have it on another screen, so I could just have the map as main focus for fights and stuff.
Oh yeah, the Foundry days.
The heavy door
the Foundry days.
Soft thud. Plunging
We've
the corridor
only
into
just
begun. Save for the faint.
Yeah, and you're right. When you click on House of Grief, you can get a detailed.
I'll be back in 1 minute, guys.
A whole new information panel.
I'll be back in 1 minute. Continue on, okay?
To cling to your very spirit. The scent of stale incense is now more
That
pronounced,
is fine.
laced with a faint metallic tang that hints at something unnatural. The stone walls, rough and unyielding, seem to absorb all sound, leaving your footsteps muffled and the silence profound. Ahead, the corridor stretches into an impenetrable gloom, a void that promises deeper secrets and perhaps the very source of the city's spiritual blight.
So what are we going to do? No, we want to wait to drive any action so he comes back, or do we just proceed further?
I'm not trying to decide what we're kind of. So we've walked in, and mostly it's been kind of narration about how dark and gloomy it is, right?
Right. And then I cast Detect Magic, and I've detected that there's enchantment and necromancy.
The entire building is magic. And there's some source of bad shit here. So I think what we'll type in, or I'm going to type in, Rogi, or I'm going to say, start looking for the source of the necromantic aura that's corrupting the city.
There you go. Oh, my money's on the altar. Just saying.
Yeah, that's a good place to start.
Yeah, I know, right? This bloody altar over here, it's definitely not that. It could be the bathroom.
I think I figured out the problem. You got a necromantic aura or altar over here. That's gonna fuck up your old works here.
The problem is, ain't got no gas in it.
Afternoon, Myrtle 10, House of Grief entrance corridor. Rogi's voice, usually so full of life, is muted by the oppressive silence. As he stares
I already said that, because he cast Shield of Faith, so it's gone.
Unspoken understanding, the party begins to move forward, deeper into the chilling darkness. Aelil, his trident ready and shield raised, leads the way into the impenetrable
Going down
gloom.
tunnel.
The faint, ethereal glow of Shield of
Seems
Faith
clear to
around
see,
Fade
seems intensely
offers
with their
the only source of light, casting a sickly, shifting pallor on the rough stone walls.
Corridor ahead remains a
Rogi
wall of
follows.
inky black.
I
His
like the
broad
party
throw a
description.
comforting presence
I
in the
like
thick
the
black
party
blackness.
description. That's
Yeah,
good.
Agreed.
really
That's some
good.
good
Ever
shit.
vigilant, keeps his attention on the
That's
rear,
fire.
his longbow poised, ready for any unseen threat that might emerge from the shadows behind them. The corridor stretches onward, a tunnel of profound emptiness.
Profound emptiness.
The air grows colder with each step, the chill seeping into your bones, and the faint metallic tang in the air becomes more pronounced, almost tasting of stale blood and forgotten sorrow. The heavy necromantic and enchantment aura, which Fade so clearly perceived, seems to intensify with every footfall, pressing in on you, threatening to extinguish any lingering hope or vitality.
But I can't.
There are no torches,
no down
no
dragon.
windows,
Okay.
no visible light sources.
So that's going down the hallway. Inky blackness.
The silence is absolute.
Continue.
Casting light.
Brave on. Yeah, I think casting a light, or I don't have it. Well, too early to use it to dispel magic. So
Morden's shiny beard.
Blackness, hinting at deeper, more unsettling chambers.
Someone's gotta have
within this
catchphrases.
temple of despair.
Look, you got to establish them early, you know?
That's right. You got to get your brand out there first. We got to have by Golden's beard on a T-shirt by the end of the week.
So I clicked it, and it doesn't look like it's registered, so I'm going to just type it that I cast light.
You clicked on the little magical...
I went to the spell book, cast spell.
Oh. Because you can do it right there in the chat, just by clicking on the wand.
Yeah,
because it's requiring you to actually type it in, like I cast light. Or something like that. I'm wondering if you're able to cast spells you don't have. Or is it smart enough to realize what you have prepared? I would think so, but, you know.
You guys want to do anything, throw in any input there? Or?
Oh, you can cast anything you can type. Well, we were trying not to break the game by casting like level 8 spells. Got it.
I'm on
cast Meteor.
Yeah. Did you guys want to do anything before I like to continue?
Tell it no.
Let's see. Do I have anything that I want to cast?
I'm on headphones. Just gotta pee real quick.
All fly, fall, person. No, none of my spells would be kind of like worthwhile in this particular instance right now. So yeah, I'm good. Party says good.
Eldrin, what did you want to do anything?
Who wants to shoot an arrow into the darkness?
Right.
Yeah, I don't have a torch arrow. I don't think.
Yeah, okay.
This is really your guy's wheelhouse, like indoors.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, or Dar, he might have like a beam of light.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
We'll never know because he's gone.
I'm not midstream. Hold on.
Afternoon.
Sure.
Real men can pause it.
Entrance corridor. As you venture deeper into the darkness, the air thickens with an unholy presence.
Fade becomes more and more
the walls
aroused.
Seem to absorb the faint glow around Fade, leaving only an oppressive.
You could cut nipples with his. You could cut glass with his nipples, brother.
You
could cut nipples with his glass.
Unforgiving force.
It's like getting hit by the orgasm.
Light and hope. The corridor begins to reveal subtle changes.
I feel like there's been a lot of.
He'll never be able to have an orgasm again. One more for Jesus.
The air is heavy with the scent of old incense, a cloying, sweet odor.
I don't think it registered my input there.
You can feel the way
I typed it.
I thought you just said move.
Memories are shed.
Yeah, I didn't see yours pop up for any casting.
Okay,
I don't.
sorry, let me check on chat.
I'm not cool enough anymore.
I guess not.
I'm no longer main character, guys.
Navigates the darkness. Rogi.
He's like the side character trying to, like, you know, punch above his weight class. I'm like, yeah, just ignore him. It's fine.
Eldrin remains vigilant. His
I'll
eyes
type.
scanning
I should type in.
for any
Fine, I
sign
guess I
of
don't
danger.
cast light.
Rogi stamps his feet and leaves the house of grief.
A void that
me
seems
try
to
that.
run
I don't have any
inexorably
cantrips
deeper
either,
into
which
its heart.
I should
What do
have.
you do
You have 3 cantrips.
No, I have
Three cantrips
spells.
and
You
3
should
spells.
have. I should have cantrips.
3
Yeah.
cantrips known. Oh, you don't have
Right?
any cantrips. Right?
I
You
should
don't
have cantrips.
Yeah, I don't think do paladins get cantrips at level 3?
Do I get cantrips?
Maybe
level
not
3?
yet.
I don't think.
me see.
Do you get cantrips?
Just change your level, then you'll know.
Hold on.
Been
I'll
so
find out.
long.
Allow check.
I'm trying.
Yeah,
I'm trying to cast light thing again.
Yeah, I don't feel like you do.
Hey, listen to me. I could just say, Fate turns to Rogie. Cast light.
Fuck you guys. I'm looking it up right now.
I should have some fucking
82 in the player's handbook.
Corridor. The corridor stretches onward, a seemingly endless tunnel of darkness.
I should have
The
access
air
to
remains
book
heavy with the
cantrips,
scent
right?
of old incense.
You get
and
at
the stone
second
beneath
level. You
your
get
feet
spells.
Continues to bear the weight
Where's
of
your
countless
chart?
footsteps.
When they reach level
You can
3 and
feel
choose
the
an
presence of
oath,
Shah's influence, a
which I
cold,
have.
unyielding force that seeks to consume all in its path. As you
Yeah, it
move
doesn't look
forward,
like the subclass
darkness
stuff
begins
is
to take on a
in
life of its
the
own.
system yet.
I could have swore I
Shadows
had
seem to
oath already
twist
on
and
here,
writhe
but maybe I
around you,
don't.
like living tendrils of darkness. The air grows colder, the chill seeping into your very bones.
Okay, we don't get
Suddenly,
cancer.
the
Oh, in
corridor
5e, but
opens up into a
did they in
large,
5?
dimly lit chamber.
Or am I just
The room
bonking
is
it all the way?
dominated by a
Mystery.
massive, ornate statue of Shah, her face a mask of serene,
Yeah, I think you get
otherworldly
cantrips,
beauty.
bud.
The
Because I know nothing. I know
from a
nothing
single
about the
piece
new
of dark,
paladin
polished stone,
in the new,
its surface
you know,
reflecting the
But I don't know
faint,
anything about like
flickering light
new
of candles scattered
shit.
throughout the
I
room.
have the old
The
2014
chamber is
rule
filled
book
with
here.
rows of pews, each one worn and weathered.
I'll look.
As if
You
they
get
had
a
borne
bunch of
the weight
like
countless
oath
sorrows
spells,
and
yeah.
The atmosphere is
And you definitely
close,
get first
forever.
level spells.
The air thick with the scent of incense and the weight of unspoken
Well,
sorrow.
I'm going to go ahead and probably cast
What do you
acid
do
on
as
the
you enter
statue,
this
saying this is an
sacred
affront to
space?
my patron god, the Raven Queen. Screw Shar.
Fuck it, do it. Do something while I look up this thing that doesn't matter. Cleric spells, paladin spells.
I see.
You do not get cantrips, buddy. You're not cool.
I see.
No cantrip for you.
Whatever, nerd.
I should know this. I've been playing a paladin fucking bolt.
Isn't it devotion that does the aura for? Let me see.
Did it actually register me casting? No, it's ignored me. It did not even register me. I'm no longer an entity in Franz's mind.
Fade loves you. You didn't choose anything different, right?
Choose what?
Yeah.
I had said you didn't choose like any like OOC or something like that mode down the bottom, right?
No, I did not. Except I'm not sure if those options are global or local.
Afternoon.
Well, I don't have
Myrtle
level
10,
2. I don't think
House
that
of Grief,
anyway.
main
There it
chamber.
is.
Fade, with a grim set to your jaw, you extend your hand towards the imposing statue of Shah. A vile, greenish orb of corrosive energy coalesces in your palm, crackling with malevolent potential. As you hurl it forward, your voice, cutting through the oppressive silence, rings out with an invocation to your dark patron. The acid splash strikes the polished, dark stone of Shah's statue with a sickening hiss.
Oh, is it there?
The acid immediately begins to eat away at the surface. A small patch of the pristine dark stone bubbling.
Yeah, if you go under like the class choices,
pockmarked
like
scar
below
on
it,
the
you get
goddess's serene,
like the
cold
subclass
face.
paladins and all that.
A faint.
Oh, is that? Oh, I see.
So like, so if you go into edit thing, you just go where it says class, scroll downwards, and you start seeing like
the entire chamber
warlock,
seems to
you know, fiend, the
candlelight
undead, the
in the room
undying.
I get it.
space into
Warlocks, so
absolute,
on and so forth.
suffocating darkness.
That's an interesting way of doing it.
Yeah, I just didn't realize. If you don't realize, scroll down because it just shows you the regular ones.
Stealing
if you just read that, I just pissed us off and we might die.
Itself. And indeed,
good job.
From the very walls of the temple, you hear
We finally got a battle.
A sound that is both ancient.
All right, I'm just trying to get combat started here, boys.
Pollution has lost his mind, Stephanie.
Shaking the very foundations of the House of Grief. Then, from the rows of pews, from the very shadows themselves, you hear it.
Yeah, there's branding smite.
Mournful whispering, growing in volume.
I'm sure if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, I don't have any divine smite though.
Hellish rebuke, or you just don't have any smite.
No, I could probably find one and add it. Maybe off the workshop.
Now,
yeah, I don't think there's anything stopping you from doing anything
like an active, hostile
right now.
Presence. What do you do in the sudden, overwhelming darkness and the surge of malevolent energy?
Well, you got this. So I should hit continue, right? Because it just went through this.
Hold on.
Oh no, Rogue's stuff, and I'm like, I'm letting him. I did my thing. Now Rogue's gonna do something, and Airlow's gonna do something, and
Yeah, you got to get your character moments in.
Yeah,
everyone's got to get their character moment in.
I sprayed acid at pissed off a god. I'm Ray from Ghostbusters now. Egon and Vic. The rest of you guys yell at me.
We're basically the Ghostbusters.
We're basically Ghostbusters.
There's a dude that plays like I want to be the Bosch on a custom Hatsune Miku maps, and so he will just sit there and like it's a 3-minute song, and if you ever seen it, it's like bullet hell. You got to just jump around the map.
I've seen it. Yeah.
And he will die and start over and die and start over for like 3 hours, and I'm like, you have to be fucking tapped in the head to be like, I'm gonna do this and not get annoyed. Like it's just like speedrunners. Like I could not, man. But I am so happy they exist. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, but where does that come from?
I think some people are just fucking tapped in the head and they just have in their brain they like it.
All right.
I don't know if I'm right or wrong.
I don't know. I don't know where the thought came from. Is what I'm saying. Where did the?
I think it's ADHD. I think that's what just happened.
No, because Stephanie said all world map builders have lost it a long time ago because it said pollution's lost it. I said,
okay.
Yeah. And I was like, just like those people, you have to have a sense of like, just like some weirdness in your brain to go that hard. You know what I mean?
There's people that are very, very detail oriented.
Yeah. And it's a positive. It's not a negative.
Rogi, did you hit enter?
No, I didn't. I was waiting for you guys to do anything.
Hold on. Let me continue because you just did this attack.
I'm trying to be polite, not just click on continue.
No, Franz is taking it on himself to keep the story moving.
No, someone must have clicked it.
I did.
House of Grief made
Oh shit. Well, here we go.
Your acid splash struck true.
Roll for initiative.
On the serene face of Shah's statue. But the cost was immediate.
What did you do, brother?
The chamber plunged into utter darkness.
Oh my god, didn't like that god.
Snuffed out as if by an unseen breath, and a wave of icy despair washed over you, stealing the very air from your lungs. The statue's guttural groan, ancient and filled with wrath, reverberated through the very stone of the temple, shaking its foundations.
Ooh, I got a good one. 19. So did Rogi.
From the pews have coalesced into something more tangible.
Okay.
A chorus of sorrowful
Told me to roll, but what do I roll?
The oppressive aura of necromancy.
Okay, so this is the way I want the map to be all the time.
Yeah, so it's constructed the turn order already.
You hear the
it looks like it's your turn starting, Arlo.
As if unseen forms arising from the pews, their movement slow and deliberate, yet filled with an unnerving
input.
The air
I don't say anything right now. I just need to kill some shadows.
Hold on here. I gotta work on myself.
By the rising tide of ghost.
God, maps
it didn't bring me my weapons and armor. Great. Hold on a second.
Of active, hostile sorrow.
I imported my character and it didn't have them. But
did you equip them?
Do you get the trident of fish talking? Or you?
Did you equip them?
Yeah, I'm like,
no, but they're not in my inventory at all.
Okay. I haven't checked to see if they're in my inventory. Shit, I don't know. I'll find out.
I click on myself. Ooh, when you click on your portrait, it like zooms it in 3D. That's cool.
I didn't do that yet.
On the initiative tracker. When you click on the shadow, what do you look like, Shadow? Ooh, fancy.
Oh shit, it's tracking death.
That's a cool little effect. Yeah.
Hold on, I'll click that in a second. I would just equip my stuff.
Sure you will.
I will.
I am.
Will you?
God, this really reminds me of the gigantic maps from our other campaign there to her. Like you have to move 10 miles. I'm like, oh my god.
Hey, Bubba.
I will say that
I
do not see any pews on that map.
Hey, that's pretty good though.
Do you see any pews on that map? I mean, map's great. But it definitely,
I guess it never moved us to the next map where there was pews. But it's fine.
I'm not. I don't really care. I just did.
I mean, you always should just re-roll the map and just have the AI generate it with pews and boom.
Yeah. So what do you describe what you're doing, buddy?
Thanks, Kat. Appreciate it.
I'm working on it.
It may be typing on for you now. or
How are
it
you
may have just
attacking
moved
it
you.
from 1,000 feet away?
Yeah, so it definitely just progressed to Fade now. It's Fade's turn.
Yeah, I tried to attack. I don't know what I did though.
But no, why did you try? Look where you are on the map, dude.
Yeah, I know, but like usually it doesn't give a shit
What's
where
your
you are on the
range?
map. Usually
Well, your
trying
turn
to
was probably
move.
equipping your weapon, I'd imagine.
Oh, that too.
Oh,
yeah,
I
mean,
know, but the
it's like-
last time we played this, it didn't care where you were on the map.
Well, you also had to
okay.
describe what you're doing. You can't just roll a fucking attack, bro.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, that.
I attacked Shadow 4. And this is a kill a shadow. It's there.
Yeah, I mean, I was getting rolls like that to be, not throwing a shade at Dark. I was getting horrible rolls last time we played, so I can see it happening.
But I tried to attack
Your
it and
turn,
nothing happened,
Fade.
so it's just annoying me.
Where this not displaying shit for me. Maybe that's what's
I'm going
happening.
to move my character. I can move almost enough to line of sight. I think I can see one of them.
Let me reload
Good
this.
lord, their attack range is huge. Holy crap.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah. It was not loading my feed. No wonder I wasn't seeing shit.
Oh, did it down? Hold on, let me see. Oh, yeah. There it is. I attacked it and I missed.
Yeah.
Now it's
you
Fade's
sure
turn.
did, buddy.
Okay.
You sure did.
Nah, the rolls continue.
Oh, dang it. I wish you could move the box out of the way, because if you're trying to like select, okay, which shadow is closest to me, you can't move the attack box. It's locked in the middle of the screen. Okay, so I want to attack Shadow 4. Let's see if this works. Spells, Reinfieldment, Shadow 4, end turn after attack, and attack.
Take care, Steph. Appreciate hanging out.
Thanks,
We're
Dad.
going for a little bit longer. Probably we get done with this battle. Ah, goddamn fruit flies. Hate them.
Oh, I did not take Bless. But you know what I did take? My favorite spell.
Ha, made it weak. Next. Rogie.
Nice. Oh, is it my turn? Dope.
Mm-hmm. Hot.
All right.
Oh.
We are going to open my spell book. We're going to bust out Spiritual Weapon.
And I guess, we figure out whether or not, if you even need to be close to it or if you can just do it from where you're standing.
I wonder if it'll understand what I'm trying to do.
What are you trying to do? That's the question.
I didn't have much time to look at the groceries that I just put away. I look forward to looking into it and saying, what do we got? What do I got to stack on later?
Mm-hmm.
I just send it at... Which one are you hitting?
4.
I'm hitting the closest one to us, 4. So
4?
now we have to cut the whole battle because,
Yeah, I'll do that too.
All right, Raji. All right, Fade.
Nice.
Run Shadow 1's turn. Friend stopped auto playing. Yep, next Shadow turn.
Hell yeah. And you threw it. It says it moves a considerable distance of 42 feet, but it doesn't show the distance of your attack. So I guess it means that for us, we can hit the thing from wherever, but they're beholden to rules. Interesting.
Well, the other...
Like they're moving to attack and not attacking in place.
I'm not getting the impression as tracking action economy or anything like that.
No, I don't think so. Or at least not yet.
Yeah. I mean,
all right, Eldon. Yeah, just if you can attack, I'm pretty sure you can shoot whoever from wherever right now. So have at it.
Yeah. Already.
Ah, what a good drink. It's held up a lot better.
Yeah, it's more consistent this time.
Yeah.
There's still some goofiness, but ain't bad.
Are you hitting anything, Eldrin, or is it just
Well, it's
slow to
telling me
respond?
Franz is typing. I don't know if I should do a reload of the page.
Let me do a reload over here and see what happens.
It does help sometimes if it seems to get
No,
stuck.
it says waiting.
I don't do that.
This is waiting.
Or just do your action, say screw it, and if your action comes in there before it, it's just going to overwrite whatever you're thinking about.
Bless you.
So if you got an attack, just do an attack.
Yeah.
Don't wait for it.
There we go.
Yeah, you can definitely just describe what you want to do. It did work last time. I'm probably going to start doing that.
I'm just going to have a god.
I like adding the flavor in.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'm ready and arrow and attack the shadow. Because you're just using your base attack, right? Yeah, longer.
I mean, that's all I got. I mean,
yep.
I'm not a magic guy today.
You don't got like mark target or anything yet? It's too early. Level.
Hey, Dar.
I mean, is it worth targeting in a shadow? I mean,
hey, Dar. I got Turbo Killer playing in the background.
You got what?
I got Turbo Killer. That song you shared the other day.
Yeah. You heard
Piercing
darkness.
damage.
Shadows can.
The darkness is irritated now for some reason. I got to get the hell away because apparently they can move 42 feet. So I'm already in the path of this thing because I thought I had to move closer. Move. Mistakes were made.
Oh, Airlil, you're up.
Hello. Like, I'm melee, and this place is freaking a Costco. It's huge.
That would be a double exclamation
mark. You move towards Shadow 4, closing the distance. However, Shadow 4 is not within the 7.1 feet melee range of your trident. You will need to move closer to attack it.
You could use your other movement.
Well, I blow my load.
Keep going. And then you're like, yeah, I ain't moving any closer.
I don't know if it can fly for me or not.
I'll end your turn. What would you like to do next, Fade?
Oh, good question. Let's see here. My bone wand does. Yeah, screw it. I'll just use my bone wand. Why use a spell on these guys? Will this hit?
Only Franz knows.
I know, right? It's like, am I close enough? Should I move closer?
You pull out the bone wand.
Yes,
and aim at
but
Shadow 4. You fire a bolt of
necrotic
and with a roll of
did 0 damage.
However,
oh well, yeah, I'm trying to hit it with necrotic damage, and they're freaking necrotic ghosts. What am I thinking?
From behind you. You hear
the turn.
It seems to be weakening.
None of a nerd.
Just give him a Senzu beam.
Yeah, I know.
You should have joined the holy side, Fade.
Whatever, boo.
Oh. That wasn't very nice.
Dude, I'm lawful evil. Fuck yourself.
That's not very helpful, Fade.
You rush forward, mace raised, ready to strike.
That's not very helpful,
You move 29 feet.
Charges forward, Machi lashing out at Shadow 4.
This place is a Costco.
You rush forward, mace raised, ready to strike at Shadow 4.
That's all. Like, if you don't have range,
Shadow
you're
4
screwed
is
in these
currently
maps.
out of your melee range of 7.1 feet.
All right,
you will need to move closer to attack it.
I cast Sacred Flame on Shadow 4 instead. All right, there you go. Yeah.
Sacred Flame has a range of 60 feet. Shadow 4 is
Son of
within
a
range.
bitch.
Please roll a
Okay.
13 dexterity saving throw for Shadow 4. If Shadow 4 fails the saving throw, it will take 1d8 radiant damage.
Hell yeah.
Don't you worry, we're coming,
You
Shadow
focus your
4.
holy energy.
God
Rogue
damn it!
Take
an
0
undead
radiant
bolt of sacred
damage.
flame towards Shadow 4.
That can't be
The
right.
Shadow, however,
20.
That can't be
anticipates
right.
the
20.
radiant energy and contorts
Rolled a
its body,
5.
narrowly avoiding the brunt of the blast.
Yeah, and you hit it.
The flames lick at its
No,
shadowy
he didn't.
form,
He
but deal no
succeeded on
damage
his
as it
dexterity
passes
check,
through.
not failed.
Shadow 4 remains
Yeah.
injured, but unscathed by your divine fire.
I'm upset with you.
I am
I am
too.
upset. Run, Shadow 1. Okay, they're all going to start moving closer. Go for it.
Now they're going to go fuck my face. Actually, your
They're like,
face,
babe. I know. I'm like, I need to get the fuck out of here. I'm going to use
One
my turn
of
to
us.
run.
One of us.
Yeah, Faye turns around and starts to Shadow Bolt his party. He's under the influence of Shar.
Come towards the
Okay.
light.
Come on, Shadow 3.
Oh, yeah, I haven't hit that. Sorry.
Supposed to be a computer and you're supposed
No,
to be fast.
I had to hit that.
Oh, you had to. Oh, that's right. It's waiting on you. Okay.
Yeah, I got to do 4 now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now it's
Oh boy,
Eldrin.
it's in the walls.
In the walls.
But it seems to be going. It's got a hard on for you through the wall. It's going straight to Arilil because of the light. It doesn't see me. I'm in my shade.
The hater's gonna hate, man.
Yeah. Like knows like. You know, it's like, oh, your family. That's cool. You love the dark. Hail Satan.
Yeah, same.
Dock and arrow and attack near Shadow. There you go.
Let's
Let's
You
see if
knock
it's
an
smart
arrow
enough to know.
and aim at Shadow 4,
Shadow 4.
which is within your bow's range. Roll your
Smart.
attack. You knock an arrow and aim at Shadow
Dead.
4,
Hell
which is
yeah.
within your bow's range.
Now
Nice.
I can't hit
That's how you're
anything.
composed.
With a
Now
roll,
you're like, well,
the arrow
there
finds
goes
its
my
mark,
glory.
piercing through the
Well,
shadowy
but it's
form.
some shadow buttons.
The arrow deals 5 piercing damage, felling the already injured Shadow 4, causing it to dissipate into nothingness.
Oh, yeah. We gained XP, boys.
We're leveling up.
You're welcome.
Yeah, he's just in the back. Yeah, all right, I got this, guys. Just blink, blink, blink. Hawkeye over
He's
here.
asleep
Like, I'll do
over
all
there.
the work. Don't mind me. You can also use dash. Let's see if that works.
No,
Your
that's a
thing
distance
has
right
moved your
there.
total
I'm
up to
in the
your
wall
maximum
now.
movement to 29
Yeah, right.
35.
Hey.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn? Otherwise,
Yeah, dash
you can
again.
end
See if it
your
lets
turn.
you.
Ooh, double dash.
Oh, it says you moved up your maximum movement. Let's see if it tells you no. Like, no, you can't do another one.
That does take your
I just say
action.
throw your trident at it. Like,
Unless you had a bonus action.
Let's see what it does.
so I'm wondering if it
You don't have
knows
anything.
that,
Let's
is
see if
what I'm
it
saying.
tracks how many actions we take.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because you know you're dashing and attacking, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna game the system a little bit.
Like one,
Will
A little
you?
bit.
like
Will you
fist,
let me
You move
cheat?
within range.
fist
Oh,
to the
it does.
North Star.
There it does.
Roll for
Fist to
attack.
the North Star style.
France a pushover GM, guys.
Hey, it's all about the
You
rules,
get-
cool.
you get an extra
not
attack.
like
I like
rules
you.
lawyering. I mean, come on.
All right, Aelil. You
Now-
move in towards Shadow 3.
You hit
holding
it.
your
Good
trident.
job.
With a focused strike, you thrust the trident forward, your roll of 19 easily meeting its mark. The trident pierces through the shadowy form, dealing 4
Notice how
piercing
he
damage.
read out mine?
Shadow 3 recoils, its form flickering slightly.
I guess
now showing some minor
I guess they're
injuries.
cooler.
I'm not, I didn't say it. You said it. I'm just saying.
Let's see. Can I do an acid splash? Is that on Shadow 3? Let's see if that works. Acid splash. Shadow 3. And attack.
Yeah, so far
All
we
right,
are
Faye.
unscathed,
A
brothers.
cast acid splash towards Shadow 3.
Damn it.
Shadow contorts.
Succeeded on his
to avoid the
dexterity.
brunt of the acid, taking no damage from the splash.
Somehow I got moved
Shadow
further
3
back.
remains with its minor injuries.
How far do I want to throw this?
Good question. Now we need you melee guys like up here in the front.
Because I kind of don't want. You know, it's really funny. It did not. It deducted. It deducted the spiritual weapon as a level 1 spell instead of a level 2 spell.
Did it let you cast it at level 1 or level 2? Yeah, you're right. It probably should only give you the option to cast it.
It's a level 2 spell, so I couldn't undercast it. But yeah, I was just like, oh, yeah, it's not a perfect understanding of the rules. But I'm going to chant another prayer and cast Sacred Flame on Shadow 2.
What's the range on that?
It's fuck you range.
Calling
apparently
energy to smite Shadow 2.
As long as I want range.
Because Sacred Flame
I make the rules range.
5 more Adin's shark.
Right. All right.
Rogi, as you finish your prayer.
Oh God, he rolled the same exact thing again.
Above, searing down towards Shadow 2.
He's like, get the fuck off of that radiant.
However, it's like, yeah,
to contort and evade the brunt of the radiant energy.
I mean, it had 3 years to dodge it.
Leaving Shadow 2 unscathed.
Fuck you.
Shadow 1's turn.
Come on, bro.
Back,
Maddie, bro. What you gonna do, bro?
Yeah, you gotta hit the button, bro. Isn't that what you gotta do there, Dar?
Well, I gotta hit that. That's right.
Yeah, okay.
He does.
I'll put on continue. I'll put on continue, yeah. Well, it still wants it to run.
God, now I'm moving fast. Oh, now I'm ramped it. Now it was like, I have 3 of them in front of me. Shit.
Head growls.
Ha!
Oh, no.
Can't touch this.
No,
my DMCA.
Hooray.
Well, it's going to be up to Eldrin. He's like, hold on,
I wonder what he's going to do. I wonder what he's going to do.
He shoots 5 arrows at once.
Yeah. He's going
to do Legolas shit.
He's going to Legolas it is. Machine Gun Kelly this thing. Let's go.
Man, my wife has not watched the Lord of the Rings movie show. My wife has not seen hey, Vaden. My wife has not seen Lord of the Rings. Oh, I think she will.
I mean, maybe give her an hour-long chunks, but that's going to still be like a couple days.
That's what the meth is for.
Knock a fire arrow and aim at Shadow 2. Roll for attack.
Roll for attack.
Indica?
All right, Eldrin. You draw back.
Is that Indica?
Knock a fire arrow. Take aim at Shadow 2. Your shot rings true. The arrow pierces through the shadow.
I hope you have a weapon called Sativa's Blade.
Shadow.
Well, maybe I need to find that in another.
And seems
that's what he's looking for.
He's no longer unscathed.
There you go.
That's his quest.
No. Oh, okay.
Indica and Sativa, two short blades.
One's close up, one's far away.
Legendary pair.
What's that legendary elf? Start with a D or he basically wielded 2 swords.
Drizzt.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, then he basically has a stone Drizzt. I got Indica and Sativa. Let's go.
That's a fun one.
Well, you're in range, Erlo, that's for sure.
All right, Aelil. You move to stab Shadow 3 with your trident.
Stabby stab.
Roll for attack.
Fuck him up.
All right, Aelil.
I've missed
move
now.
In towards Shadow 3.
No, you hit him.
Your trident of justice gleaming
3
in
damage.
dim light.
It's now injured.
Your thrust is true.
The shadow is
trident finds
bleeding?
its mark, piercing through the shadowy form. Shadow 3 recoils as it takes 3
It's now
piercing
looking
damage.
injured.
I can
It's
see
now
through it
looking
more.
injured.
Fade, you're up.
Yeah.
Sorry, Habit.
Hit with some more of that necro, brother.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this poison stuff instead. I guess should we start to work on Shadow 2? You got Shadow 3,
he has
right?
piercing resistance. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm shooting arrows. What the fuck? I mean, come on. If I can do it.
Yeah, I mean, that's weird.
Everybody could do it.
If John Smith over there could do it.
A blast of poison spray towards
and doesn't poison and necromancy not they don't work. Okay,
Yeah,
now I know.
Not ideal on the dead.
To have little effect on
Which is weird because the first
No,
time I
my
hit
bones.
I had used. Well, I guess I used a Ray of Enfeeblement, which is necromancy, but that actually affected him. While apparently nothing else does. Good to know. Well, I don't have anything that can hurt anything.
Well, thanks. That's useful. Thanks, brother. Always a great time to have you around.
Hey.
Waiting on Roji.
Most things are good. So, I mean, most of the time, all my shit works.
Yeah, only when people have, like, lifeblood flowing through their skin and are full of alive of hopes and dreams, and you take that away.
1 second.
You disgust me, brother. Yeah, go do something. Whack him.
You move towards Shadow 2, hand, ready to strike.
83
However,
feet.
Shadow
You'll
2
be
is
there
83
soon.
feet away, and your mace has a range of 7.1 feet. You are out of range to make a melee attack.
Are you, though?
Like Thor's hammer.
Like Odin's beard or something.
You attempt to cast Sacred Flame on Shadow 2.
I already told you it's
Sacred
83
Flame
feet away.
has a
What the
range
fuck do
of
you
60
want?
feet, and Shadow 2 is
I still want you to move, I think.
Such, you are out of range to cast this spell on this target.
Vaden, just dash forward and then cast it.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's how you gotta do.
Dash it. Not going to stop you.
Moved your token up to your maximum movement to 35.29. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn? Otherwise,
attack.
End your turn.
I eat the shadow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to attack.
Come on, buddy.
Too,
yeah,
obviously.
come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
Give it to him.
Come on,
Give
buddy.
it to him.
Come on.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, friends. Friends, you okay?
I had to click continue.
Friends.
Or one of us did. So I clicked
Fade.
it.
You are not allowed to perform
Now he's
actions
paying
during your
attention.
turn.
I got sneaky
Still
and got away with it.
Stan's turn. Please wait for your turn.
Just waiting on Crowy Casting's turn.
Dash
Okay.
to Shadow 2 and whack him with my mace. With my face. Whoops.
Yeah, listen.
That's maybe not.
With my
That's,
face. It takes him an unarmed damage.
You are already ugly.
1d4.
I dash to Shadow 2 and whack him with my face.
You're
With my
face.
left
in the face whack.
You move within
You're
range.
face.
Hey, there you go.
I love a face latte.
Oh my god, that should not have worked.
No, it shouldn't have.
But we
hey,
bud forced
that's
it.
why we're here.
Friends, you're a cuck.
All right, Rogi, you move within striking
One
distance
bludgeon.
of
That's what you
Shadow
get.
2.
That's
you
what
swing
you get.
your mace.
You just get
Yeah,
one. Good
down
day,
a
sir.
shadowy figure.
Because he has
You roll a
resistance to
12,
that
which
too.
is enough to connect. The mace connects, and Shadow 2 takes 1 bludgeoning damage. It seems like Shadow 2 is still standing, but it looks like it's taken some minor injuries from that blow.
1 damage.
Yeah.
You gotta turn your thing to auto, man.
One damage.
I did. It's still telling me to run it.
Air hungrily, then lunges.
Oh,
that's not good. You got 2 attacks on him? What the?
No, what the fuck,
that's
dude?
funny.
Oh no!
We hit
fucking 20.
It's the fire giants all over, man.
24.
Oh, I'm having flashbacks already.
Head growls.
And he's dead.
Oh shit!
No, he's not dead. He's just unconscious. He can roll some saving throws. He'd be fine. I'm sure we all have healing. Yeah.
I just got Yamcha'd.
Yeah, you did.
A Shadow 3's dark form lunges towards you.
Yeah,
I got two-shot. I got two-shotted, dude.
Yeah, so 1 crit.
Figure strikes
the other.
Burger, what the hell do you tune this to?
Blurring as it drains.
You're not wearing any armor, are you?
I have chain scale. I have scale mail on.
You just never equipped it.
You
No,
take
I did. I
12
equipped it.
necrotic damage.
Oh.
The energy
I
sapping
think
your
I did.
strength and leaving you reeling.
I think I did,
Your
but you
vision
didn't.
begins to blur.
Yeah, I
and
got
you
it
feel
on.
yourself slipping away.
I mean,
Sure
that wouldn't
you
have
did.
avoided the
You are now
crit.
unconscious, and your fate.
How is
No,
your armor
that's
class
you.
only
That's
16?
you.
You will
That's
need
you,
to make
Burger.
3 death saves to regain consciousness.
It's all fast.
With Shadow 3's attack
Claim
concluded,
the fifth
the next
dimension.
in line is Eldrin Greenleaf.
Well, I did my job.
Yeah, you did.
Focus your attack on Shadow 3. Roll an attack with Indica's longbow.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's longbow.
Yeah, we're gonna need you to do all the heavy
All
lifting.
right.
Oh, it missed.
You knock it down.
No.
Man, now you said it out
Take aim
loud.
at Shadow
Nice, Greg.
3 and release. The arrow flies towards the
Join
shadowy figure,
me.
but unfortunately, your roll of 7 isn't enough.
I
to
raised
find its
you as
mark.
an
Shadow
undead
realm.
corpse.
The arrow sails harmlessly past.
Well,
Shadow
let's see if
3,
Shadow 2
missing it
fucks me up.
completely.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure if the location. This is House of Grief.
House of Grief.
Did he create that one or no?
If so, we're here. And we're in the
Yeah,
grief.
we're in it.
We're being griefed.
So rip.
Being griefed
Yeah,
in the
this-
house of grief.
This thing's a Costco, man. It's huge.
Nice.
Gar, hit the
I'm
run.
sorry. Yeah, I got it. Just reading.
Yeah, it's shower location, correct. I
Hilda
pissed it
lunges
off.
forward, claws outstretched towards Rogi Cavestein.
My turn.
Oh, he's up there. Okay, I thought he was trying to hit Eldon. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, good, it's my
yeah.
turn.
You got to do your
Oh.
death
The
save.
dice
You
come
failed a
up.
death
Ah,
save.
good, good,
Good.
good, good,
As
good,
we
good, good,
await
good.
Aelil's fate.
You're doing great. You're doing
One
great.
day, you gotta
Well,
do a
fast.
new
Stream's over,
Grin
guys.
crosses my face as I relay the news.
Okay, so
I can get
necrotic
you
doesn't
back up.
work.
At your consciousness, pulling you deeper into the void.
I don't know if we'll
Shit, yeah, I
find it.
don't
We're
have
level
Vision
3.
flashes before your fading eyes. A desolate landscape, devoid.
Are
of
you a
warmth
one
and
element,
Your
Andy?
breath hitches.
Is that
you.
what you are?
I got acid, I got poison,
Loosening.
and I've got necrotic.
That's a failed death save, bringing you to one.
Apparently, none
I
of
don't
those
think we
things
have it in the
really.
inventory.
Group. My voice.
And when,
raised.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
with
like
a cleric and a paladin, you
only
think
2
that's
more
okay.
failures, and air
I know, right? I mean,
You must
they
act
got this,
quickly
right?
if
Oh,
you wish
never
to
mind, they
save.
don't. They're dead.
Now fade. It's
Well,
your
when
turn.
fighting the dark,
What do
I'm
you
pretty
do?
not good.
I mean, I could run up to Shadow 2 and can I? I guess I can hit it with an unarmed strike. So I
Drop
can at
kick
least
it.
roll like a 1d6. But I don't know.
You can raise Erlo.
I don't think I have any spells that will raise.
Oh, yeah, maybe not.
We only got 3
Yeah.
slots either. I'm not dead yet.
Any good magic? You
yeah.
will be.
I'm like the person in the home. Like, I'm not dead yet.
Oh no,
They're
dead.
talking about me like I ain't here.
Getting better.
Fade, it's your
Oh,
turn.
dead.
It's your turn,
I
Fade.
want to go for a walk.
I know. I'm trying
Come
to see
on,
if
buddy.
in my spell book I have something else because only certain spells appear like under like battle. Like you can't do hold person or cast blur or any of that stuff. It doesn't consider an action.
Didn't your ray enfeeblement work on them?
It did. I mean, it would make them weaker, but I'm not helping you out with any damage. But if you want me to, I can cast it on level 2.
You could also think about blur. You got your blur there.
Yeah, I know, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, but it doesn't pop up when you click on the action menu. Basically, is what I'm saying. So you're right. I'm looking at my spellbook right now to see if there's anything else I can do.
Yeah.
Pimp him with, pimp slap him with my mage hand.
Yeah.
I can hold person. I mean, in theory, I could just make them so they can't rush us.
There was
But-
so much I wanted to.
Well, and that
I don't
allows
know
you
if that really matters, to be
auto
honest.
crit them. It also allows us to auto crit them if they're held.
Oh,
Basically.
well then I will cast.
Or it gives us advantage on the attack rolls.
I'm gonna cast this at what? You're next to who? Shadow 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. And mid attack. So cast the whole person.
All right,
Success.
fade. You focus your will,
Woo.
channeling
There you
arcane
go.
energy to cast hold.
But he
person on Shadow
manages
2.
to resist the
You
spell,
point your finger, and a wave of magical energy
Son
washes
of
over
a
the
bitch.
shadowy figure.
even though I
Need a
succeeded.
wisdom saving
Oh, because
throw
it
from
succeeded.
Shadow 2.
Oh, damn it! By 1.
The dice clatter across the table,
Lame.
and Shadow 2 manages to resist the spell. It seems your magic couldn't quite take hold of the creature's essence, but the raw magical energy still
Whatever,
surges
Fran.
through it, dealing 5 force.
I know. I don't think any of us have it like health
All right,
pots or
Rogi,
anything.
you cast Healing Word on Aelil, expending a level 1 spell slot. You now have 2 3-level 1 spell slots remaining.
Oh, we pay attention.
Aelil's
Hey,
HP
you're back
is now
up. You got 1 hit point, buddy.
What
I'm
else would you
back,
like to
baby.
do?
You're alive.
Let's go boom.
Run. You die to an opportunity attack.
That's not in, luckily.
Don't stand up too fast.
Yeah, no, right.
Oh,
What
blood.
happened?
The non-blood rushed to my head.
I'll try this again.
Yeah, all right. Get him. Get him.
Because Radiant's probably my best chance at doing some actual damage.
Sacred Flame is a spell that requires a saving throw.
Fail.
Saving throw.
Come on, fail.
Rogi, roll to see
Please.
if Shadow 2.
Yes.
All right,
Hell yeah.
Rogi, you unleash the divine fire of Sacred Flame upon Shadow 2. The creature
Hey, dude.
attempts to dodge, but it is too slow. A pillar of radiant
Yeah.
light
We
engulfing
did it.
Shadow 2 in searing flame.
He's like, as he's surrounded by 2 more shadows, he's like, we did it. Don't look behind you, brother.
And with a final desperate wail,
It's
the
death,
shadow
sweet
is
grace.
completely incinerated. It is dead.
We're not even getting paid for this. We're just
Yeah, why are we
busting
in
into
here?
some
What are we doing?
Shadow.
Oh my God,
busted
and
into
you're
some
dead
shadow
again.
temple because we had a bad feeling.
Head growls.
Hey,
Thanks,
Jontia.
Thank you.
Hey, Jontia, how you
Thanks,
been?
They're trying to coup de grace you,
They've
dude.
been attacking my body.
Jesus Christ.
These shadows have no honor.
Well, well,
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Come to talk with you.
I mean,
again.
if you just cast Cure Wounds on him again,
You focus
it
your
just
attack
keeps
on
him
the
from having to
nearest
make
shadow.
death saving
Roll
I
throws.
become a
attack.
bobblehead.
He's gonna, yeah.
I
he's
become
gonna
one
have
of the
some problems.
inflatable guys
You knock
outside
an
of the
arrow,
fucking
draw back
car.
the string on Indica's long
Nice.
and let loose towards Shadow 2.
So Shadow 2
The
isn't
arrow
actually
flies
dead, I
true,
guess.
piercing the shadowy form. Your roll
No,
of 13 hits.
It's a
dealing
little more
Yeah, you can
close.
click on it. He's
Closer to
got,
death, I guess.
Shadow 2 recoils as the arrow strikes.
he's got
Its
9
bet
out of
you will,
16 hit
Boba.
points.
It is now injured.
I thought you said Shadow 2 was dead.
I remember it always says, you're right, it did die. My bad.
Yep, updating encounter state.
You are correct, Rogi, my apologies. It seems I made a mistake. It was Shadow 4 that was struck down,
What?
not Shadow 2. Shadow 2 is still alive.
Well,
and
thank God we
kicking.
got that
Do you have
cleared
a
up.
preferred
Did
target?
Arrow's death throws kill it?
Oh, I'm pretty sure you said Shadow 2 was dead, bro.
Head growls.
Did it just hit you and run away then?
No, I hit the button.
Oh,
Before.
right. But I'm saying, like, what happened? So Shadow 2
Oh,
attacked
yeah,
the
no,
snake
I
thing.
am. Oh, yeah,
Yep.
hold on. Yeah, okay.
Okay, Aelil, with a groan, you manage to push yourself
Nice.
up slightly, a shallow breath escaping your lips. Your eyes
Remember,
flutter like
Airlil
before
is an
settling
NPC
back
I
into
am
unconsciousness.
controlling.
You remain clinging to life, but the fight is far from over.
I don't know. I think we hit the limits on the simulation
But I will
again.
remember that they have 1 success and 2 failures.
And I
All
can't
right,
do
Faith,
anything.
it's your turn. What do you do?
You smack it. You smack it.
You got medicine?
I don't think I had any. Like, I didn't put anything in my inventory.
I mean, the medicine skill.
No. Arcana, perception, and religion.
Of
I only have
course.
medicine.
You could try it untrained on Airlil.
If I go over there, I'm going to die.
I have medicine.
We're gonna die anyway. I just argued myself into getting a crit on me.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's like,
Hill, how are
okay,
ya?
cool. No, you die.
I'm rolling
wasn't a
death
crit.
saves. And failing.
I guess I could just keep casting Rave and Enfeeblement. I guess.
And you get enfeeblement. And you get enfeeblement. And you get
I know, right?
enfeeblement.
Whatever you do, you better do something.
Your brother's in trouble.
It's fine.
Is it fine? Is it
Is it
though?
though?
Is it?
I don't know. I got one failure left.
Well,
It's
you
pretty
might
cool,
be.
Hill. It's pretty
You might
cool.
be actually having to roll a new character here. So you're either or next time we do this, it's just yet another. Like, here's another tavern. We seem to keep waking up in the same tavern.
Lil Air, how are you? Hey, how are you doing?
Look, level 1.
It's pretty cool, Hill. It's very impressive.
Modifier. Intelligence.
There's a few bugs here and there,
Modified by
but it's
2.
very enjoyable.
The man in black shows up from RimWorld and saves you.
Yeah, what was that? What was that chick that?
Oh, she dived. She's supposed to come with us. She's like, no, I'm staying here. I'm too hot.
But maybe if she showed up right now for some reason.
That would be a nice twist. She's like, "Why did you come here, you dum-dums?"
Shadow.
You call out for Rafina. Do you want to cast a spell or move as well? Okay, fair.
No, I'm moving
With a
away.
determined shout, you call out for Rafina and unleash a roaring fireball towards Shadow
Sure do.
2. The arcane
you do.
crackles in the air, coalescing into
That's a spell you have.
intense heat before it
Totally
explodes
is.
in a burst of flames.
Totally
Shadow
have a
2
fireball.
was caught in the
Looks
fire
like you moved me,
writhing
Arlo.
as the magical flames sear
Ah,
its
good,
shadowy
perfect.
form, taking 2 fire damage. It
Get
seems
back.
the
Why are you running away, you wimp?
but it is still injured.
Why are you running away, you
Yeah,
coward?
if it's an
I
attack
use a
spell,
bonus action to
If not, click the button.
cast healing
We'll continue
word
on to the
on
next turn.
Erlil.
That's way better use of your
And
time.
then I cast Sacred Flame on Shadow 2.
just do Shadow 3 if it's going to be right next to him.
Shadow 2 is the one murdering my ass.
Yeah, but now you're 30 feet away.
Anymore.
Okay.
He ran away now.
Healing word on Airlil,
Yeah.
restoring 3
Yay.
hit points, bringing them to 3.
I didn't hear no bell.
1 level, 1 spell slot.
I didn't hear no bell.
I didn't hear no
leaving you
bell.
with 1 remaining. Now you're casting
I
Sacred
can't hear
Flame on
anything.
Shadow 2.
Hold on. I don't see Sacred Flame on
However,
your
I
spell
don't see
list. Please
Sacred
consult your
Flame.
spell list.
I've cast
Please
Sacred
consult your spell
Flame
book and prepare the spell
previously
first.
in this encounter.
Just trying to gaslight the DM.
I mean,
I
if you're going to make...
I don't think you did.
You are right. You have cast Sacred Flame previously in this encounter. My apologies. You may proceed with casting Sacred Flame on Shadow
Such a
2.
beta.
Please roll the attack.
Love it.
I mean, I guess we could have a Regina appear and start being a supporting attacker.
Hell yeah, there we go.
Channeling divine energy, you unleash a bolt of pure, radiant flame towards Shadow 2.
Is it actually dead now?
Tries to evade the
Yay! Tracked it.
Fails to contort its
Hell yeah.
form quickly enough.
Got more XP, boys.
The sacred flame engulfs Shadow 2, and it shrieks as the holy fire burns away at its essence. The shadow's form flickers violently before dissipating into nothingness. Head growls.
Head growls.
Head growls.
You know what's the best part about this? Is we all just got, yeah, you're dead. And we gained XP from you. And we gained XP from you.
Oh, that's too much.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Oh.
All right. You gotta run Shadow 3 turn though. I mean, you're fine. We can bring you back from the dead.
Sucks.
I mean, I might be able to bring you back in a different way.
No. I've got to be me.
Rest in peace, Erlo.
Well, at least I get to click. I get to click the turn order.
it still says you're near death right now, so
I know, right? You're not dead yet. Just
you're not dead
uncheck
yet.
one of the boxes.
And you have 3 HP right now, so you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it.
I don't know how I have
yeah.
3. I don't have 3. But okay.
Yeah, well, you know, that was before you got hit.
Fire many shots at Shadow 3.
Mana Shot is not on your list of available spells. Please
That was
choose one
worth
of the
a
spells
try.
on the list.
Fine.
Nice try.
I tried Gatling gun. I used gun.
I cast gun. It's super effective.
All right.
I cast
effective.
USS Bennington.
Aiming at Shadow 3. Roll for your attack.
Roll for initiative.
You knock an
5
arrow,
piercing
pull
damage.
back
Nice
the
work,
string
man.
of Indica's longbow and let loose.
Indica's
Your arrow
Okay.
flies true, striking
That
Shadow
Indica
3.
string.
Thankfully.
The arrow pierces
There you
go.
form,
It
dealing
got that
5
stank.
piercing damage. Shadow 3
Fade.
is
Close
looking
to
even
me.
Cast
Shadow
fireball
3.
again.
but it's still standing.
Okay.
Barely. Fade.
I'm going to cast Flaming Spear on it.
The only
Yeah,
thing,
do it.
the
All right,
only,
Fade,
the only
you're
thing
up.
I got to do is
You
make a
gesture,
joke about taking a
arcane
shit.
energy crackling around
And
your
that's all
outstretched
I've done
hand
this
as you
campaign.
summon a flaming sphere.
Other
And
than
died a
dying.
horrible
Yep,
death.
yep.
3.
On
The
on
Shadow,
brand, on
clearly
brand.
panicked, tries to dodge out of the way and manages to
It's
partially
near death,
evade
guys.
the blast, taking
Near
only
Just
death on
like
you.
fire
me.
damage as the sphere washes over it. Shadow 3 is now near
You're
death.
fine. Just ask your god to raise you back to life. She listens to you, right?
Updating encounter state. Level
You
3.
begin the ritual to cast Raise Dead Rogi. It requires a diamond worth at least 500
Yes.
GP, which the spell consumes. Do you have the diamond and wish to proceed?
Do you have the diamond,
Keep in
Mr.
mind
Bond?
that Aelil will return with only 1 hit point and will suffer
No,
a
I
minus
expect you
4
to die.
penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, and
They're
ability
like,
checks
you pull out
until he finishes
diamonds
a
worth
long
about
rest,
500 gold. Where do
at
you
which
keep
point the
that?
penalty
No,
decreases
means
by
yes,
1.
pussy galore.
Unfortunately,
You'll shoot a beast,
Raise
Marty
Dead
Petty.
isn't a spell I see
gotcha.
on your list, Rogi. Perhaps you were thinking of another spell. Additionally, I don't see any available level 0 spell slots for you to use.
The problem is
Please
you didn't go
select
to
a spell from
you
your
didn't go
list
to
or
custom
take another action.
under your cast spell and just create the spell.
I know.
I just basically realized that you can unprepare and prepare spells on the fly. So I prepared a fire spell when I realized necromantic heat doesn't work. Thinking outside the box here, you know.
I
Real finicky.
manifested, therefore it exists.
Yeah. I mean, I had the spell. I just didn't prepare it.
Oh.
Well, let me do this.
Ah, Rogi, I see the intention. However, Healing Word...
Oh, I'm a
Man,
wizard. Let me see if
France-
I can prepare that spell.
I don't love this that
You could try
Franz
another
knows the
spell,
most about
take a
death
different
than anything
action,
else
or
in this
end your
game.
turn.
I don't like this at all.
What would you like better?
I think this is nefarious.
I
I don't understand much, but I do understand death.
I guess Sacred Flame on Shadow 3 and use a bonus action to heal Airlil with Healing Word. Let's try it this way.
Listen, numbnuts, I told you he's dead. Don't make me regret it.
All right. I think we may. Okay, so Healing Word. Yes. It's listing both of these dumb things.
Fran's gonna start talking like Hal 3000.
Uh-huh.
I can't do that, John.
All right. No, well, okay, it's not letting me target anyone but the shadows for Healing Word. That's annoying.
Well, you gotta hit him dead.
I wonder if it causes the damage.
Yeah,
That's
so
what you'd
I
think it
guess we'll
would.
just do it this way.
Generate item
Hold on.
direction, revivify.
I'm cooking right
Actually,
now.
I changed my mind. I will not cast Healing Word, but I will still cast Sacred Flame on Shadow 3. Sorry, guys.
You're forgiven. You indecisive little runt.
You cast Sacred Flame on Shadow 3.
There we go.
Shadow 3, please make a dexterity saving throw.
Love lifts us up where we belong.
All right,
get
Rosie,
fucked.
you focus your divine
26.
cast Sacred Flame upon Shadow 3.
And
The
then there
shadowy
was
figure
one.
attempts to dodge the
Man, they didn't leave my
burst,
body on
but
the map.
fails to evade the celestial
Hey,
fire.
you still got XP back.
A searing beam of
Oh,
light
thank God.
engulfs the creature, and it dissipates into
We'll bring you back to life
nothingness.
somehow.
Shadow 3
I got
is no
you.
more.
Drag me to church. Take me to church.
Thus begins your dark arc.
Blood.
I'm gonna cast Baby's first Raised Dead.
Waiting for hosts to run Shadow 1's turn.
I know.
Sorry.
Still waiting for that button.
I have it on auto. I have to do it. I also now have it.
Sure you do.
I do. Check the stream, nummy.
I am watching the stream.
There you
I
go.
thought I was a human, but okay.
I thought so. Yeah, it's continuous, but for whatever is the other auto one?
Oh, you're now
Yeah,
half
it's already
elf.
set to auto. I'm like, what the hell, man? I don't know what's going on with that thing.
I just gotta run the turns. It wants me to, which is fun.
Yeah, I tried to gaslit Franz into helping me revive someone, but I guess he's too smart for that.
Is he though?
Yeah, but if I'm a half elf druid now, do I have access to like forest magic?
It was
I
a
don't
better.
know,
It was a
yeah.
better class to play.
All right.
We are 4 people in a sense.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Adult Man.
We created our characters for level 3.
Yeah, we're all level 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you waiting on something, Eldrin, or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I was considering going. Seeing if I could do anything.
Do some fighting. Do some custom attack spells. I see. Yeah, I get you. Picking up and throwing down. Even though you're the only one who's doing work.
Entangling Roots has a range of 90 feet.
Oh,
yeah. 91 feet away.
You got
move closer. Move closer and cast it.
Yeah, move 5 feet.
Or move
5
down
foot
to
step.
Shadow 1 to cast your spell.
Move your move action, and then yeah.
We don't know.
All right,
Let's
I've
see.
updated your position. Is there anything else you'd like to do on
Yeah.
your turn? Otherwise, please end your
Yes.
Yes. I don't know. Doesn't say. I mean, hit view full sheet there, Dar.
0.5.
All right,
0.5.
Eldrin, who are you trying
We're
to
being
heal?
murdered by
And how are you
0.5.
trying to heal them?
We're a bad party.
What? Oh, I'll try to heal the injured out. You gotta probably say Airwheel.
Yeah, that's me.
Spirit bomb. If everyone believes, maybe I'll come back to life.
It was. I think it was a little bit too aggressive on the.
All right, Eldrin, I can do that for you.
Oh
Please
no!
provide
I'd say-
the herbal poultice.
He called you bluff. He called you bluff.
Like, yeah.
All
me the
right.
coupon.
Did you
You
bring me the
30% off, huh?
documentation?
All right, never mind.
Man,
It's like, nah, never mind. I'm just gonna shoot.
I
you.
would let that bullshit fly as a GM.
I shoot Shadow 1 instead.
All right, Eldrin, you draw back your
Let's see if my
long-winded
BS works.
Shadow
This should be interesting.
Roll for attack.
Yep.
I'm gonna bring your ass back from the dead with 10
All right,
hit
Eldrin,
points, buddy.
You draw back Indica's longbow, aim carefully, and release. The arrow flies true, striking Shadow 1. The arrow pierces through the shadows, dealing 5 piercing
Good job,
damage.
Steve.
Shadow 1 is now getting worse for wear, going from
What is a
unscathed
dapper?
to injured.
Jada.
It's a Pokemon.
I'm so glad that we nearly leveled off of you dying, Dar. That makes me so happy.
Now we're gonna watch a mate.
Ugh.
Ah! Photos. Hill, I actually like this quite a bit. It's obviously working in progress, right? It keeps getting better because like last week it was a mess. This time it's been quite together for the most part. It's made its ups and it has up and down mistakes, but it's getting there.
Yeah, there's definitely room for improvement, but it's kind of a cool thing.
Fade, you gotta kill.
Oh, it won't let me select you.
Yeah. We're trying bullshit and it's not working.
All right, fine. I'm just cast Flaming Spear. See if I can do it after.
If only there was a way I could re-put my character in.
We'll use a MacGuffin to bring you back.
If there's only a way I could put my character back in
You
again.
unleash a flaming sphere.
I'm sure there's an artifact deeper in the temple.
The shadow, with surprising agility, manages to partially evade the blast, but is still caught in the fiery explosion. It writhes as it takes 2 fire damage.
That's right, you take that 2 fire damage.
The shadow is still looking injured.
Good.
Hill, it's pretty crazy how VR is working. Because friends sent us here. Friends like, hey, check out this darkness. Zombies and shit. Go check out okay, let's go see House of Grief.
Mm-hmm. So the first thing I did was splash acid on the statue of Shar because my god doesn't like her god. So
yeah, it was a turf war.
They were upset.
Yeah. So where's your god now?
You utter a prayer to Moradin.
I guess I could ask Raven Queen to save Errol's life. I'm sure he'll love that.
Flame on Shadow 1. Shadow 1, please roll a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck yeah.
Da-da-da-da, victory.
With a fervent prayer to Moradin.
Fucking gold coin drop on Errol's back.
Unleashing a sacred
87
flame on
turns.
Shadow 1. The shadow, already weakened and reeling from previous
now,
attacks,
let's see if this works.
fails to evade.
Let's see.
I
Parallel 45.
Maybe first raise dead
in blinding
on
light and searing
Parallel.
The effect is immediate
Cast.
and devastating. The shadow, a creature of darkness and despair,
Hold on.
Baby's
utterly
first
consumed
raise
by the
dead
divine power. It
I'm level
shrieks,
2, dude.
a sound of pure agony that is quickly silenced as
And
the
continue.
radiant
Ooh, I'm gonna make it do it
energy
before.
tears apart.
Yep.
The sacred
Come on,
flame
Fran.
deals
Give it
12
to me.
radiant damage, completely obliterating the shadow's force.
This isn't in the rules.
I can't type. I can't type.
Leaving only a faint
There we
scent
go.
of ozone and burnt incense in the air. With the last shadow vanquished, a collective sigh
you still alive.
washes over the party. The oppressive darkness of the chamber seems to
I got 3 hit points.
Okay, so now, yeah. So you just need. Okay, you weren't dead.
I guess I was taking a really big nap.
As the echoes of battle fade, the question remains.
Okay. I cast Cure Wounds on Errol.
That festers within its walls.
I need an
to discern
adult.
the source of the malaise plaguing Baldur's Gate.
Whoa.
And now you have a temple.
You may want
full
to turn it
shadow
off of.
worshippers to contend with.
Yes, easy.
I didn't do that.
Easy,
You just
friends.
shut up.
Easy, friends.
Oh yeah. Generate Ring of Revivify. That's cute. Yeah.
So I guess Errol's fine again. All right.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to do something because you said cure wounds and then there's nothing.
Oh, because
there we go.
Yeah, because you had to hit continue. Yeah.
No, I didn't have to hit anything.
Not you. Not you.
I clicked continue.
Rogi, seeing Aelil's desperate state, you
Well,
quickly kneel
everybody's,
beside
you
him,
know,
your hand glowing with Moradin's divine
getting
light.
freaking experience points. I'm just
You
gonna
utter a
roll a
fervent
religion
prayer,
check here.
channeling the healing power of your deity.
Oh,
Golden energy flows into
would this
Aelil's
be a
body.
good save point?
Aelil's
Yeah.
breathing
Yeah.
raises,
Yeah.
and a gasp
Yeah,
escapes
that's good.
his lips
We can
as the
stop
pain
here.
recedes.
We've got about 3 hours.
The
We're in
deep
pretty good shape.
gashes and bruises inflicted by
Yeah.
the shadows begin to close and fade, leaving
There we
behind
go.
And we'll see where we're going.
angry red marks.
We'll see where we're
back to
going.
life.
Still weird.
We got we exploited so much XP on you, Errol. That's great.
Yeah,
Thanks for your
almost-
sacrifice.
Hey, listen, I got some. I got
sounds of
some.
recovery is profound.
689
The
left.
massive statue of Shah, still scarred by Fade's early
Incredible.
assault, watches impassively from
And
the
now I'm
distance.
the narrator.
The immediate threat of the shadows has
he's
Look
like,
at me.
oh, I
The
guess
Raven
I
Queen
guess
takes
Errol-
over Erlil's body.
Grief
Roll for
remains.
initiative.
What do you do
No.
now? Fade, as you focus
Oh,
your
God
thoughts
damn.
and reach out to the Raven Queen. The connection
Jesus.
is clear and potent.
The Raven Queen
Your
is
profound
interesting.
Oh
understanding
shit!
of divine
Fade
magic,
found some shit.
particularly concerning the mistress of fate.
Okay, so it just gave me information about the House of Grief that it didn't heal you. Sorry about that.
The Raven Queen grants you
Cheater.
insight not into healing, For her domain is the inevitable.
Oh yeah, because it got healed by
preservation
Rogi's
of
divine
true
touch.
memory,
Didn't help me.
but
All
into
right.
the insidious nature of Shah's power.
Oh, you got
Just
XP
severe.
though.
Sorry.
You understand that the House of
Yeah.
Grief
Cool.
is not merely a temple for shedding
I guess
sorrow.
at some point we're gonna have
It
to
is a
smash the
spiritual
statue
form where
entirely.
The very concept of fate
Yeah.
is
I need a
We can do
long
that
rest.
next time.
That we can do that on another
Shah does
day.
not seek to merely kill.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. I mean,
destiny.
You get
Leaving
Yamcha.
only a
Stables
few
and dragons and stables and friends.
The shadows
go.
you just faced were not just
Dope.
mere undead. They were fragments of
All right,
unnamed
stream.
destinies.
Thank you so
hungry
much for
the
hanging
essence
out.
Of those who still
Yeah, it's
possess
been
a
great.
future.
Thank you for following.
The
Thank you for
malaise
everything.
dragon
The
Baldur's
subscription,
Gate
everything
is
else.
Shah's grand
We'll be
design.
doing this next Friday, hopefully.
To unravel the city's collective.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Well,
It's fun.
I might not be
It is.
around next weekend. I'm
Leaving
not
That's
sure.
fine.
We'll find
feel
out.
right.
We'll
Yeah,
figure
we'll
it out.
figure it out.
Your
Yep.
connection to the
Take care,
Roman
everybody.
whispers a cold
I'll be on
truth.
tomorrow at
Take
some
care,
point.
dude.